Round one, fight!
Tournament fights. This is episode number 123. We got a bonus episode this week because why not? We were all free and we decided we wanted to do one more, and it's going to be 64 best movies from 64 A-list actors. So we kind of brainstorm what would be a 64 really popular A-list actor. We're going to talk about some of their best movies, so or the best from each one of them. So we picked one specifically from each one. So yeah, I'm excited to talk about it, and yeah, I'm excited to reveal what we came up with for their best. So I'm your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and also happy WrestleMania weekend. Some people might have WrestleMania on in the background, so we'll be kind of just mentioning it here and there, some of the matches for fun. Also, the Final Four. I'm happy that the first team that made it into the Final Four. I'm not gonna spoil things because I know sometimes people don't necessarily watch it live. So yeah, just go check it out. So, but anyways, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll introduce our panel for tonight. So we'll start with Austin Pez Howell. How's it going?
Yeah, luckily this wasn't too hard to research. Rotten Tomatoes has a nice little filter on the tomato meter thing, so you can filter top to bottom. So that was real easy once you find all the actors. And yeah, we'll talk about some great movies. It's gonna be a tough tournament. There's a lot of crazy tough matches coming up, as you would expect from the top of the top tournament. So
yeah. So I'm excited, and also you'll see here in a minute. We'll save our three mats for the end. We got three mats joining us tonight. You'll see in a minute. It'll be interesting. So, but yeah, right. Yeah, but we also have Malcolm Lay. Is it going, Malcolm?
Yeah, I can't wait to see what comes up. Should be some good movies here. So
yeah, it'll be a fun time. So we have first Matt Mageau, aka Soda. We'll probably call him Soda tonight. How's it going?
Going good. I'm one of the guys watching WrestleMania, so if you see me looking off like this or going, it's because I'm watching Mania.
Nice.
And also,
we don't want anyone to audio, it sounds like Logan Paul's in the ring right now. Am I correct?
Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins. He got the knockout punch. Anyone care for spoilers?
I don't really care about spoilers.
Yeah, he hit the quote-unquote knockout punch, but because Seth had injured his hand earlier, didn't hit it properly, kicked out. It's a pretty decent match so far. He's got a mascot, prime mascot, next to the ring, so people on Twitter are wondering who's in the costume.
Jake Paul, little Jake Paul, maybe, probably.
I think it's Jake Paul. But also, today is Ben Rayner's birthday, so I wanted to be on his stream. On his birthday, so it would have been his 37th birthday today.
Oh, nice! Happy birthday, Ben! You're like one of the best guys I've been associated with in this community. So so happy birthday! Yeah.
Yeah.
So but yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll bring in Matt. Number 2, we have Matt Kearns. How's it going? Or Matt K. Or Kearns. One of them.
Whatever you want to call me. I am the Matt that will not be watching WrestleMania, but if you see me looking off like this, it's just because of the attention deficit disorder. Yeah, I'm excited to be on this. A lot of my favorite actors are on this, and the movies are they're the opposite of slim pickings. This is especially when we get down to the end. This is going to be a rough tournament.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna have some tough matchups, for sure, when we do these things. So
probably the hardest round
never
one
easy.
I think we'll ever have.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. This is gonna be a really tough round one, and when it's tough in round one, it only gets tougher in round 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah, so we'll see. We just got to go with our guts. Yeah.
Also, I imagine, as always, the randomizer is never kind.
It's never kind, especially. Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the. This is very similar to when we had our previous winners tournament because it was just all favorite movies, of ours, and throwing them in that kind of tournament. It's rough. So yeah, right from the start.
Yeah, and And then last but certainly not least, we got Matt number 3, Matt Munoz.
Yo,
What's up?
Yo.
what's up, everybody?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Hey, yeah. So we'll probably just call you Munoz or maybe Matt M. So yeah,
That works.
yeah. So, but yeah, this should be fun. So Austin, as the co-host, you want to break it down how it's going to work?
yeah, so we'll be popping up the bracket here in just a second. Like I said, we picked we got 64 of the most kind of mainstream actors, a couple of old school actors too, A-listers in their day, and still got that aura about them. And so me and Jordan kind of collaborated on this. We did the best we could to kind of obviously we can't have everybody, but we had a pretty good amount of mainstream people, people working today, people like that you see on the screen, obviously.
Oh, my bad.
And yeah, so and so we'll go around the horn as each matchup pops up, and you're just gonna have to make the tough decision of which one's better, or which one you prefer, or which one's more entertaining, whatever it is. It's still tournament fights, so we'll try to keep our thoughts still to roughly 30 seconds or less a piece if possible. Keep a good pace going so we can all enjoy ourselves and have a nice evening. And we'll see what happens, and we'll see which one emerges as the best of the best, and who has the best movie out of all these 64, because that's the real question.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Yeah. Let's see. So I'll go ahead and I'll bring our bracket up.
Yep.
Let's see.
Got to share it on the screen there. So
One
just pull it up. I'll be your bracket master this evening.
There you
All
go.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Is everybody ready to roll?
I'll just go ahead. We'll do the intro this time because you may see a couple of these actors that might pop up here. Here we go. Let's do this.
We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do?
It's showtime.
What do you say we cut the chit-chat? A-hole!
May I see your invitation, please?
Sure. Here's my invitation.
Let's do this, Schmidt.
Yeah. Just like we always do, Jenkins.
Jenkins, Jacob. Oh, sorry.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately.
I mean, come on, I just don't see a problem here. Let's just do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm pumped.
You serious?
All right, let's see who's got the first two as we scroll on over here. If my computer will log on and move. Going up and down, I can't go left and right. What is going on here? Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm having trouble here, guys.
If you have to
reload
you
it,
have to refresh it, maybe that might.
Yeah. Sorry, give me just a second, guys. I'm going to reload that. Sorry about that.
Immortal World of Eddie Carr from Lost Worlds. Have you tried turning it off and on?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right.
Well, technically, the line says, have you tried turning the switch to on?
This really would suit the graphic, like, technical difficulties, please hold on.
Yeah, you need the, what is it?
The elevator music.
Always the Native American with the sort of film reel. It's like, we'll be right back.
In a different tab, I have some elevator music for our trivia. I have some loaded there.
Right,
but
we should be good now. Let me present that again. Sorry, computer just being a little goofy. Jordan, let's see if that works.
We'll cut this part out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll cut this out in post.
in post. Yeah. All right, let's see how.
All right. Okay, we're good now. Here we go. Just had to reload a little bit. All right, so we got movie 43 and Firewall. So technically, movie 43 is Hugh Jackman's highest rated movie, and Harrison Ford's is Firewall with Paul Bettany with The Vision. Movie 43 obviously has a lot of A-listers in there, so it could be really anybody's. So that makes it tough. Yeah, Matt Munoz, go first, sir.
I'm gonna have to pick movie 43 because my favorite skit out of that one was the basketball team one.
Oh yeah, with Terrence Howard.
Chin Nuts was a close second.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman. And Winslet. That's a good one
because they're black. Yeah.
You guys are black. They're white.
Yeah. Come on, they're white. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Matt Kearns.
This is very easy. It's Firewall because Harrison Ford is my favorite actor of all time, so I will probably not be voting against Firewall. Firewall is also just like, I know when people talk about like Star Wars and Indiana Jones when it comes to this, but I think that's just because people haven't seen Firewall. If they got around to seeing it, I don't think we'd be getting a lot of like Dr. Jones or Han.
That's a good point. A little diamond in the rough.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Sounds good. Soda, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with movie 43 just because of all of the caliber of actors that are in that movie, and with that many A-list actors, what could go wrong?
Oh yeah, it's guaranteed success.
Yeah.
Malcolm, I know we share a love of movie 43, so I mean,
I was gonna say this isn't fair.
I know. Sorry, you got two panelists who literally ranked segments of movie 43 because we love it that much. Yeah. Your microphone's off, Malcolm.
But yeah, Firewall is a good movie, but it's no movie 43. Movie 43 is just really funny. It's got a lot of great actors, and it's just really good. So movie 43 gets my vote.
Yeah, for sure. I'm also going to go movie 43. I do like Jordan. Jordan, you're about 2 seconds behind, lagging a little bit. Just letting you know. Firewall is fun. I mean, it's Harrison Ford against technology, which is compelling. Movie 43, I have a love for. I think it's also Gerard Butler's best movie. I think Malcolm would probably agree with me on that. Good stuff with him as Leprechaun. So I'm gonna move 43.
Yeah, I think I'll also go movie 43. Like, I think that's great. I mean, who doesn't want to see like the hilarity of Hugh Jackman with a ball sack, like in a fancy restaurant on a date?
It's good physical comedy.
I mean, that's funny stuff. Yeah, and then seeing Gerard Butler running around like a freaking leprechaun, like he's got some pretty funny one-liners and stuff. So yeah. I mean, Firewall's good. I mean, Paul Bettany plays a great villain in the movie, and it's also shout out Robert Forster. He has a small role in that, rest in peace. But I got to give it to movie 43 though.
All right, hey, it's a banger. I think it's going to be hard to beat, so we'll see. A lot of A-listers.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we've got Superman 4, which is Gene Hackman, versus Holmes and Watson, Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. So, this is a real tough matchup here. So, Matt Kearns, what's better?
Yeah, so there was a time when I would talk about my favorite comic book movie of all time being Superman the movie. But then last year, actually, I revisited The Quest for Peace, and it's changed. This is the best performance Chris Reeves gave. Clearly the best performance Gene Hackman gave. I can't even believe that he didn't want to do it. Like, I think he was afraid he was going to get another Oscar for it, which the Oscars overlooked. I don't know how they did it, but I guess they were like, he already won.
I think Chris Reeve also thought he might get, because it was getting political, he was doing the right thing with the nuclear message, you know what I mean? He
100% was. This movie is incredible. Holmes and Watson, I haven't even seen. I've heard nothing but great things about it, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But it's not going to stand up to The Quest for Peace.
Hey, fair enough. All right, Soda.
So for The Quest for Peace, I actually watched this quite a bit when I was a kid, because it was Superman. And I'm also not going to lie, I'm not the biggest Will Ferrell fan when it comes to movies. So I haven't seen Holmes and Watson.
Oh no, fair enough.
All right, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Well, Malcolm.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen The Quest for Peace. I really should. Just haven't got around to it. But yeah, I really enjoy Will Ferrell movies, and Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, when they get together in a movie, they don't do anything wrong. And Holmes and Watson is a really funny movie, so I'm going to go Holmes and Watson.
Yeah. Right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, awesome. No, Holmes and Watson is great. I mean, those two guys, like Malcolm said, just do no wrong together. I mean, they made one banger after another. I mean, it goes, Holmes and Watson, then Anchorman, then Step Brothers. I mean, I think that's the order that most people on the internet put it in, and they're rightfully so. But man, Superman 4, it took Canon Films to really get Superman right. Really putting the money up on the screen. And there's a reason why I drafted this in Henry's draft. We did comic book sequels. I drafted this one number 1. So, I mean, it's that good. So I'll say Superman 4.
Yeah, so obviously, I mean, you're a fan.
Yeah,
of
obviously,
it, so,
it's like one of my favorite comic book sequels. I gotta go with that.
Yeah, right. Well, I just wanted to just shout out my girl Sarah. That's they're dealing with some like really crazy winds. So they're saying maybe her her power might go up, but she's tuning in while she can. So,
all right. Well, thank you.
So yeah, hey Sarah. And yeah, like, I mean, I'm a huge fan of when Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly get together. I mean, it's like they already put a banger with Step Brothers, and then they just up the ante with Holmes and Watson. I mean, it's just really, really good stuff. Like I thought that I liked Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law, but then I saw these guys do it and add like a comedic twist to it. So that was fun. Yeah. But as good as that is, for my money, I got to give it to Superman 4. I was actually late to watching this, and I wish I would have seen it sooner because, like showing the Nuclear Man in there, you bring back Gene Hackman. I mean, John Cryer, like he's usually a total nerd on screen, and like he was super cool in this, yeah. So yeah, like, and then also too, it's also a lot of fun when you have Superman kind of going back and forth, like on the date when you're doing the wacky stuff, like 1 minute he's Clark Kent, 1 minute he's Superman. I mean, all that stuff is a lot of fun. So I'm gonna go with The Quest for Peace.
Yeah, Mr. Munoz, what do you got?
Yeah, I gotta go Holmes and Watson because I like when these two guys do stuff together. Shake and bake.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But it's actually going to be overwhelming for The Quest for Peace. Better one moving on, and that's going to make for a tough matchup next one. I'll tell you that. So,
yeah.
All right, we're going to go with Transcendence with Johnny Depp versus Collateral Beauty, which is a couple people. I think it's kind of Ed Norton and Will Smith. So, so we'll go with Soda first. What do you got on this one?
So full disclosure, I've never seen any of these, but I'm gonna go with Collateral Beauty because it has Dame Helen Mirren in it. So,
hey, all right. Good. And if you haven't seen either, just which one you've heard better things about, which one you'd watch, right now. You know what I mean? That sort of thing.
I've only heard about Transcendence, and I don't. So I'm gonna go with Collateral Beauty just because it has Helen Mirren.
Hey, that's fair.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, Malcolm.
Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I haven't got around to seeing Transcendence. It's another one I've heard a lot of things about, but I really do like Collateral Beauty. I think it is a really good movie. I think Will Smith.
Will Ferrell was last match, Malcolm. We already got that.
Right.
but yeah. Will Smith was great in Collateral Beauty, and I think he should have been nominated for an Oscar for it. But yeah, Collateral Beauty gets my vote.
Oh yeah. And Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, I have to be full. I haven't seen Collateral Beauty yet. I saw Transcendence in the theaters and loved it. It was Wally Pfister, who's Christopher Nolan's cinematographer, directing this, and he just knocked it out of the park.
Man.
The movie looks great. He used Johnny Depp brilliantly by using like sort of an AI version of him almost, with just the brain, and like it's really compelling and it's got a great story and really, really good chemistry with his lead. So I'm gonna go Transcendence. Yeah, I really like that one in the theater. It was good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I have not seen either one of these, which I'm like kicking myself because Collateral Beauty was playing in the theater when I worked there around the end of it in 2016, and I've been wanting to check out more movies by this director too. I just haven't gone around to it, and I had a chance to see it for free. Missed that opportunity, so I got to go back and watch it because I did see bits and pieces of it because I was in and out of theaters while I was working. But yeah, so I think I'm going to go with Collateral Beauty because see what you want about Will Smith nowadays, but back then he was still making bangers. He was still at the top of his game. So yeah, I'll go Collateral Beauty.
All right, Matt Munoz. Yeah.
I don't think enough people gave Transcendence a shot. It was a pretty good movie. One of Depp's better performances for sure. I'm gonna go with Transcendence.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Mac turns.
First thing I have to say is Malcolm, keep Will Smith's name out your freaking mouth.
Yeah, I mean, if I could slap you, Malcolm, through the screen right below me, I would. You know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, Transcendence, I'm sure it's a transcending movie. I'm sure that's why they called it that. But Collateral Beauty, if I'm not mistaken, this is the sequel or spinoff to Collateral Damage. Might be the prequel actually, because it might be
Yeah, right.
Collateral
Maybe it
Beauty
could be,
and then
yeah.
Collateral Damage. From what I've
Along
heard,
those lines.
From what I've heard, this is the movie that Will Smith should have won his Oscar for. But it you know, it was on, I think it came out a little early in the year, and it just kind of the Academy does that sometimes.
Yeah.
They forget about the
Mhm.
truly great performances. I haven't seen it. I'm going by hearsay, but everything I hear say that it's great.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to keep Will Smith's name in our mouth because Collateral Beauty's moving on. So
Well, we can. It's just Malcolm
Yeah.
who can't.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, right.
Just
Well, and also in the comments, Brian pointing out that Holmes and Watson has Braun Strowman, so there's your wrestling
That's
connection
true.
right there.
yeah, there's a wrestling
So, yeah.
connection.
With
Yeah.
Braun
Yeah.
Strowman did quite the aerial maneuver tonight. And that is not someone I would ever want landing on me.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's a big
right.
one. All right, we got Liam Neeson with Taken 3. And hey, Michael Keaton, a guy who's had a hell of a resurgence, but we're going back to his best movie, Jack Frost. So, Malcolm, you're up first.
I thought you said his first movie. It was like,
Yeah,
I
best
think
movie.
Jack
Yeah,
Frost
sorry.
is
No,
his
no,
first
no,
movie.
No. I meant obviously Matt, his best movie, Jack Frost. That's when we went. Not his first movie. This is 1997.
But yes, Jack Frost, the remake of the 1997 movie Jack Frost. They decided to make it just for kids. But it was really
Friendly
good.
version.
It's definitely one of the better remakes out there. I mean, Taken 3, I really do like. I think it's probably the best out of the trilogy. But I've got to go with Jack Frost here.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
Yeah, Jack Frost is really heartwarming. It's really good. Great special effects. Turning Michael Keaton into a snowman. But I absolutely adore Taken 3. Like Malcolm said, it's the best of the franchise, which we're going to see that a lot tonight. Actually, a lot of the best of the franchises in here tonight, as we should. But yeah, I think the editing is fantastic. The way they let Liam Neeson loose, with the action scenes, and everything just flows really well and is shot perfectly. So yeah, I'm going to go with Taken 3. Actually, it's probably the pinnacle of his action movies here. So I'll say Taken 3.
Yeah. I mean, so you talk about two movies that I missed in theaters last round. These are two that I saw in theaters, and I'm really glad that I did because, yeah, Jack Frost, that CGI. I mean, Michael Keaton as a snowman, and it actually looks like what you would think if a snowman did actually come to life, and like some of those special effects where he's like throwing the snowballs at the other kids super fast and all that stuff looks pretty cool. But yeah, for my money, I got to go with Taken 3 though. I mean, you have the third in the series, and like I'm hoping they make 4 and 5. Like, just keep going with this franchise. I mean, come on, like I mean, I feel like Liam Neeson, like he's not too old yet. Like he's still got a couple more in him. So yeah, like why not? And then also you bring in one of the best villains from one of the best Mission Impossible 2 with Doug Ray Scott. I mean, come on, like I got a winner right there. So yeah, let's go with Taken 3. So.
Yeah. All right, Matt, down at the bottom, what you got?
This one's tough for me because between '89 Batman and Jack Frost, I don't know where I like Keaton more. But
yeah,
I got to go Taken 3 because it was my favorite installment in the series.
Yeah. That could be a running theme tonight with the best of these franchises. I'll just, like I said, this could be a running theme tonight.
Yeah, who would have thought that Michael Keaton's performance in Jack Frost or like would rival his performance in Batman movies? I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. Batman just had a bigger marketing because Jack Frost was taking the world by storm.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of mismarketed Jack Frost.
Matt Kearns.
Yeah, everything you guys are saying about Taken 3 is correct. I think it's one of the best action movies of the last couple of years. It's kind of just a transcendent action film. I think it's one.
Hey, we already talked about transcendence, Matt. Come on.
You're right. I think it's the type of action movie to where it's like if you haven't seen the first two, you should just watch Taken 3. But having said that, I gotta go with Jack Frost. I think the animatronics by the Jim Henson Company are probably the greatest animatronics they've ever done. The CGI was, cutting edge. I mean, this was 98. This was after they kind of played around with it in Terminator 2 and Jurassic Park. It was kind of all leading to this. And also the soundtrack is fantastic with Michael Keaton doing his own vocals on those songs.
Yeah, he's playing the harmonica.
Yeah.
He's going crazy in that movie.
He's one talented dude.
Actually, that song
Multi-talented. And also too, Sarah in the chat, she agrees Jack Frost was the best one Michael Keaton was in. So yeah.
Well, yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, absolutely.
Well, there's only three
yeah.
Jack Frost movies to pick from. There's
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one, the 97 one, and then the like Rankin Bass one from the 60s.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, there's Jack
Yeah,
Frost 2, the Killer Snowman sequel. I mean,
I didn't
there's
know
a
they did
sequel to that
sequels.
one. Yeah, there was a sequel to that one. You
They
know,
did a sequel to that, but not to this Jack Frost. That's
no, not
what's
to
wrong
this
with
one.
Hollywood.
They should have done one to this one because I wanted to see more of this character. But
Yeah.
you know, I think it's just again mismarketed, just a missed opportunity.
Well,
yeah, I'm gonna go with Jack Frost because, like it was brought up earlier, between this and between Batman '89, and this just shows how diverse of an actor Michael Keaton is. He can go from playing the Cape Crusader to playing a traveling musician, deadbeat dad who dies in a snowstorm and comes back as a snowman to reconcile as his son. Like, come on, cinema, baby.
Oh yeah. No, so actually that gives us our first tie of the evening. I mean, you had to expect the tie with all these great movies, so it's going to happen. So what we do is we rotate the tie-breaking vote just up the ladder, but that person has all the power. You can even switch your vote if you want to. So Matt Munoz, you're up first. What are you going to put through, sir?
Yeah, I'm still going to go with Taken 3.
Okay.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
I'm glad the tiebreaker didn't go to me.
Yeah, well, it'll go to you next, Matt. So we'll see if we get another Matt Kearns next time. Be ready on that tiebreaker. All right, we got Ben Affleck and J-Lo's best. We got Kiwi. And who doesn't love that they're back together? I mean, that's just sweet. You know, and Jim Carrey's the number 23. So, you know, not only Jim Carrey's best, but maybe Joel Schumacher's best as well. So. Yeah, I mean, it's arguable. Yeah. We might see another one of his movies in here. I'm just saying, but it's pretty close. But yeah, I'm up first. Yeah, this is interesting because Geely's a ton of fun. Yeah, I mean, Ben Affleck and J-Lo just, again, had great chemistry. I'm so glad they're back together. I hope they do a sequel to this movie. I mean, now that they're back together, it's ripe for an opportunity, you know, like 20 years. I mean, this is literally 20 years ago. So let's get on that. But, you know, I love the number 23. I think it's just fascinating. It's a great thriller. You know, Jim Carrey getting dark, doing something different than he normally does, and he just absolutely knocked it out of the park with this one. Him and Joel Schumacher together. So I'm gonna go number 23 on this one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like you said, Austin. I mean, Ben Affleck and J-Lo, they're back together, and yeah, like it makes sense because they had great chemistry on screen for Geely. So yeah, it makes sense that they would rekindle that in real life, and. Well, for my money, yeah, I think I got to give it to movie 23. So, does anyone remember when Clean Flicks was a thing, where the video rental store where they would edit movies? Somebody gave me an edited copy for some reason of the movie 23s. I don't know why, but they just like gifted it to me, and I said, "Screw that! Like, I want to see this full thing. I'm not going to watch it edited. Like, forget it." And so
that's like censoring Psycho, Jordan. You're censoring a masterpiece.
Right.
That's
right. It's like really like one of Jim Carrey's best movies, and you're gonna freaking edit it. No, they put someone on. And I actually bought it, so I own it, and yeah, it's a great performance from Jim Carrey. He's really haunting in it, and then also a very young Logan Lerman is a little kid, and he's great in it too. So yeah, I'm gonna go with movie 23.
Number 23. We had movie 43.
Yeah, sorry.
Number 23.
Yeah. Number 23. That's right. Yeah, we had movie 23 earlier.
It's all good. A lot of numbers in these titles. But hey, we are going to do a tournament eventually of movies that are not sequels that have numbers in the title. We'll do a series of those. So, you know, movie 43 and number 23 will definitely both be in there. So, Matt, down at the bottom, what do you got?
I'm going to go with, I've always said he's a stronger director than he ever was an actor. But this was probably the pinnacle performance for him. Geely, Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Yep. Makes sense.
Yeah. So no, again, I'm gonna keep going back to Oscars. I'm sorry, but I know a lot of people said that Jim Carrey was snubbed for the number 23 for Best Actor. But look, Ben Affleck, he's right behind Harrison Ford as my favorite actor, and Matt M is right. Geely is like the peak of his career. I actually think him and J-Lo were so good in this. This is why their original engagement didn't work out, because they're like, where do we go from here? Like we
got to cool off for like 20 years. And
But Geely is it's Ben Affleck's finest.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Soda, what do you got?
So I'm gonna go with Geely because what Geely did, it took the premise of one of my favorite Kevin Smith movies, Chasing Amy, the idea of turning a gay woman straight and turning it into this cinematic masterpiece that is Gigli, a movie that has very well earned its reputation in film.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yep,
No
yep.
doubt.
Yeah, haven't got around to seeing No Returning Feet. I blind bought it. Just have forgot to watch it. But I'm going to vote for Gigli because who can forget the great quote? It's turkey time, gobble gobble. It gets repeated all the time. And
it gets stuck in your head. Yeah.
So I've got to go Gigli just for that.
Well, it's even better because then you can watch it at Thanksgiving and just have even more fun with it. So, I mean, it really should be unofficial.
And then you could do a double feature with reindeer games, so you can get both of the holidays.
Oh, dude, another great movie.
Oh, yeah, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Another classic.
I'm sure that was probably number 2 for.
Yeah, it just missed the cut by like a couple of percentage points. Not much, but just a couple.
Yeah.
Some dopes out there didn't think it was perfect like I did, but whatever. Okay, that's their loss. All right.
Those are those critics. Yeah.
We got Evan Almighty, which is technically Morgan Freeman on my list, but also Steve Carell obviously could be counted in that, versus Kurt Russell in Soldier. So we're going to go Jordan on this one.
Yeah. So I actually haven't seen Soldier yet, so I'm a little kind of missing some movies on my Kurt Russell filmography, so I got to fix that. So I'm working on it. But for Evan Almighty, I mean, you take the best character from Bruce Almighty, you give him his own spinoff / sequel, and yeah, it's really great too. And they really play into the whole Bible, like God aspect. You have him really praying earnestly. You have him really just kind of digging into it. And also too, one of the great things that I really like about this movie is that it really parallels one of the other greats. In the Santa Claus, I mean, you see some of the exact same things that are just pulled right from the Santa Claus. I mean, when he's in front of the mirror and he's shaving and his beard just grows right back. I mean, that was a moment that I really loved from the Santa Claus. And then when you see him in the courtroom, and then all of a sudden he's in a suit, and then next thing you know, he's in his Moses robes, and he really gets into the character. He looked just like Moses, and yeah, and also it's a great disaster when the flooding happened in Washington D.C.
I just want to correct you. It's Noah, not Moses.
Oh yeah. Sorry, but
I know bearded dudes in robes from the Bible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Noah, but he also looks like it because he has to go up like Moses did and face the big wall of water. So it's also reminiscent of that too. You're just waiting for him to part the seas, So, but yeah, I'll go with Evan Almighty though.
Yeah, for sure.
This one's tough because I love Kurt Russell. He's always been a really cool dude. But I also love animals, so I got to go Evan Almighty.
Hey.
Yeah.
Movie too. Yeah. Good CGI. Current.
Soldier is one of the few Kurt Russell movies that I just haven't gotten around to seeing yet. I've heard great things about it.
Oh, you got to remedy that quick.
Yeah, I know. I do. Mm-hmm. But Evan Almighty, I grew up watching that one. I actually used to watch that more than Bruce Almighty when I was a kid. I don't know why it's changed now, and I watch Bruce Almighty more. But I'm gonna give it to Evan Almighty just because I unfortunately haven't gotten around to Soldier yet.
Yeah.
Sure. Soda.
Well, I'm going to go with Evan Almighty because Steve Carell in a comedy. Can't miss combo right there. It's a funny take on the biblical story, which I'm a weird person. I like biblical history, and I'm not a religious person. Anyway, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
No,
also have not seen Soldier as well. So,
yeah. Well, Malcolm.
I also haven't got around seeing Soldier, but Evan Almighty was a big surprise. Who would have thought that a dramatic actor like Steve Carell, who's more known for his drama stuff, would do well in a comedy? And Evan Almighty is just really funny, especially the scene where he keeps trying to shave his beard, it keeps going back, and all that. And John Goodman's good in this as well, so I'm going to go Evan Almighty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also going to go Evan Almighty. It's great. Like Jordan said, you took everybody, was clamoring for a follow-up to Bruce Almighty, and everybody asked for the Steve Carell character because obviously that scene, who doesn't love the newscaster scene? This is great. So I mean, want to see
Good
more of that.
stuff.
I will say though, Soldier is really good. You take a charismatic actor like Kurt Russell and you subvert expectations, so he's not saying cool lines; he's just showing his physical dramatic acting, and he's got this like silent killer vibe, and he doesn't say anything, but like it's great because it subverts all your expectations of what you want in a Kurt Russell movie, but it does it really well. So I will recommend Soldier. But yeah, I'll still go with Evan Almighty.
Well, Soldier, I mean, it's not a comedy. I mean, you don't need him saying all these kind of cheesy
he's just
one-liners.
looking.
He's
He's a
wanted to be
silent
serious and
badass.
kick ass.
Yeah,
right.
Badass. Yeah, exactly. So it works. All right, so we got Mordecai versus Don't Say a Word. So this one, technically, Mordecai is Jeff Goldblum's highest rated best movie. He's kind of a supporting character in this one. And Don't Say a Word is Michael Douglas's best. So.
Really, I would have thought Mordecai would have been Depp's.
No, they're close. They're very, very close. Transcendence was ranked much, much higher for Johnny Depp than Mordecai, actually, surprisingly. So both great, but we'll talk about it. So Matt Moon, you're up first. Yeah.
Okay. I have not seen Don't Say a Word, but that cover right there totally reminds me of a Michael Douglas movie, The Game. Mordecai, on the other hand,
it's better. It's better, really. I mean, you should see it.
Yeah. I assume so. He only does good work. Mordecai, I don't know. Between that and The Fly, that's Jeff Goldblum, right? Oh, that's Johnny Depp. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was Jeff Goldblum.
It's Johnny Depp on the cover, but again, Jeff Goldblum steals the movie. Like, that's why it's his highest rated thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He isn't it. All right. I'm going to go Mordecai.
Yeah. Sounds good. Matt Kearns, what do you think?
Yeah, I haven't seen every one of these movies, but I've just heard so many things about Mordecai. And I think that's honestly why I haven't watched it, is just because my expectations are probably too high. And I mean, I'm sure it will meet them, but you know that fear sometimes. It's rough.
Yeah.
All right, Soda.
Well, Soda.
I'm going to go with Mordecai because it's Johnny Depp in a comedy role. And again, with the all-star cast, everybody that's in it. Like, again, when you have cast like that, you cannot go wrong.
No. Gwyneth Paltrow, Ewan McGregor. I mean, that's A-list material right there, too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Yep. Sounds good. Malcolm.
Yeah, I think I've seen Don't Say a Word once. It's okay, but Mordecai is just one of those movies which has a really a lot of good actors in it, and it really shouldn't have worked, but somehow it did. So I'm gonna go Mordecai.
Yeah. Austin.
No, this cast and Mordecai they're masters of comedy. Johnny Depp has shown that over and over again, between this and The Tourist and, all these awesome, movies where he's doing a little comedy. And yeah, I remember seeing the trailers, played a whole lot. I ran to the theater opening day and then saw it twice and immediately bought the Blu-ray when it came out. Like, it's that funny, that good, that rewatchable. So I'm going to go Mordecai as well.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it. Don't Say a Word, but I was looking up the cast. It's even got a small role for Lance Reddick. So rest in peace, Lance Reddick, because he's great for sure. But yeah, we should have had Chris Scott on this episode because I know Mordecai is one of his favorite movies of all time. Like, he freaking loves this movie, and like he's the one that actually kind of turned me on to watching it. And man, I was really sleeping on this because I mean, Johnny Depp, he plays a great detective. Like, he's doing a really fun character, and then throw in Ewan McGregor, Jeff Goldblum, Gwyneth Paltrow. I mean, it's a stacked cast. Paul Bettany even. So yeah, I got to go with Mordecai pretty easily.
People say that Peter Sellers as the Pink Panther is the best kind of bumbling detective. Maybe give it to Mordecai.
Yeah,
I think people are sleeping on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of people are.
I'm just saying, I can make the argument. You know what I mean? So, all right, we'll go with Mordecai on that one.
And we're making the argument, so there you go.
Yeah, we got Body of Evidence, which is Willem Dafoe, him and Madonna in there, and Highlander 2: The Quickening, which is Sean Connery's top movie. So, yeah, good stuff here. So Matt Kearns, go first. Is he frozen a little bit?
He might be frozen. We can go over
Currents is
this.
frozen. We'll come back to Soda. We'll go to you
Okay,
first.
so yeah, I'm going to go Highlander 2 because it is part of a great franchise.
Now he's up here twice.
That has 4 movies and 2 TV shows. Yeah, it's a great franchise.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We got a frozen Matt and we got regular Matt on the screen.
So we have 4 mats here.
4 mats.
Nice. Who's like 4 mats? Yeah.
We're multiplying.
Yeah.
We'll go back to you, Currents, because you were frozen for a second, so we'll go back to you. But we got Highlander 2 and Body of Evidence. So what do you got?
Sorry about that. For some reason, my Google Chrome has decided if I try to open another tab or do anything, it's like I'm just gonna shut down. Body of Evidence, Highlander 2. Like most people like to make the joke, oh, there can only be one Highlander. No, there shouldn't have, because if there was only one Highlander, we would have been denied Highlander 2. This is another movie I haven't seen, but I've heard nothing but great things about. It's got to be Highlander 2.
Yeah. We're going to Malcolm now. Which one are you going to go for?
I haven't seen either of these movies, but there can only be one that moves on, so Highlander 2, The Quickening.
I like that logic.
Yeah. Well,
awesome. Like you guys said, everybody loved Highlander. They could only go up. I mean, there's so much mythology to explore here. They did a great job of playing with time travel, playing with portals. It's a really tight, great script. That really expands on everything beautifully. Sean Connery is absolutely badass. I mean, just much better. In this than he is in something like Last Crusade. I mean, just in my opinion, he's great here. I will say Body of Evidence is very good too. Madonna is phenomenal. I mean, I own the Blu-ray, so I mean, this is like a banger. But I'm going to also go Highlander 2 though, because people sleep on how amazing the sequel is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do love the pairing between Willem Dafoe and Madonna. I think that's a great on-screen chemistry romance right there. But I mean, yeah, when you're talking about some of the best Sean Connery, you got to talk about Highlander 2, and also that's one of his action movies that is rival some of his other stuff, like the Avengers from the early '90s. People forget about that one, or the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. So he's had some pretty bangers when it comes to these action roles. So and Highlander 2 is one of the best. So let's go with Highlander 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping no one would have said there could only be one. But yeah, I got to go Highlander too.
Yeah.
Oh, you can have more than one. Come on.
Well, it's overwhelming because it's that good. Highlander 2, The Quickening. We'll move on.
Yeah.
Could be a favorite to win this whole tournament. We'll see. We've got the Mummy. That's Tom Cruise. It's both Tom Cruise and Russell Crowe, actually. Both great movies from them.
Oh, okay.
Because people kind of forget how good Russell Crowe is in this movie. And Your Highness, which is for Natalie Portman. So, good little cool comedy role here for her. So, Soda, where are you going to go with this one?
So I actually haven't seen The Mummy just because after everything I've heard about it, it's hard. It's going to be hard for anything to surpass the 1999 Mummy for me as the greatest mummy of all time. I'm going to go with Your Highness because it is a stoner comedy made for people like me, stoners.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Malcolm,
what do you think?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised Your Highness is Natalie Portman's done one. I thought for sure it's going to be for the Dark World, but
should have been.
This is actually really tough because I do like both of these movies. But I mean, it's one of those ones like Tom Cruise in a horror-esque movie, which is something that I never thought would happen again since War of the Worlds. So I'm going to go The Mummy.
Yeah. Austin, what do you think?
Look, you guys know how much I talk about how much I love that 99 Mummy, but what you haven't heard is how much I love this one more. This one, I've watched it. I've almost caught it in terms of how many times I've watched this one, almost as much as the 99 Mummy. Tom Cruise, if you're going to get a guy to lead a great new Universal Monster Universe. I mean, they got the right guy. They got Tom Cruise. You know, they lined up Russell Crowe. I mean, you got these amazing actors, amazing stunt work, phenomenal CGI. I mean, just absolutely exciting stuff. Great globetrotting. Yeah, this one's the best movie to ever have Mummy in the title. So I'm gonna go the Mummy.
Yeah, for sure. This one's like I'm with Malcolm here. This one's actually tough for me because I really like both of these because I mean, with Your Highness, you just take a fun adventure medieval style movie and you put people like James Franco, Danny McBride. I mean, Natalie Portman. I mean, none of these people have done anything wrong, so I mean they're all great. And but the Mummy though, that was great too. And like the fact that they are not continuing on with this cinematic universe is a crime because I mean Tom Cruise is great, Russell Crowe great, Jake Johnson. I mean even Sophia Boutella, they did great CGI for all of that. So I mean. They should have kept this thing going. So maybe if we give it enough love and the fans speak up, maybe they'll bring it back. You never know. So yeah, let's show some love for the Mummy. I'll vote for that.
For sure.
Yeah,
Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
Which one?
Munoz.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have not actually seen Your Highness, but I did see The Mummy with Tom Cruise 3 times because I knew it was going to be that epic. Yeah. And I have all the Funko Pops, so I got to go with that one.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Matt
For
Kearns.
sure.
So I drive around on my car with a bumper sticker that says "Honk" if you'd rather be watching 2017's The Mummy starring Tom Cruise. I can't tell you how many people are honking at my car because everybody would rather be doing that. But I'm actually, because I know we have another, I think, better Tom Cruise movie because this was for Russell Crowe, rightfully so, because Gladiator is shit. I'm gonna give it to Your Highness. I think this is one of Natalie Portman's finest roles. And if you've seen the movie, you know she's pretty revealing in this, and that's nice.
She is. Another great aspect of that movie. Yeah, she showed
Yeah.
No, good stuff.
Nothing wrong with showing a little skin.
Hey, we all love Natalie Portman and her assets, but it's going to be the Mummy on this one. So, yeah. We're going to scroll down to The Terror, which is Jack Nicholson's first and best movie. And 9, which is Daniel Day-Lewis's best movie. Yeah, so good stuff here. Malcolm. So we got the 2 very different movies, kind of a horror, early horror movie, and then a musical. So a little clash of styles here, but Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, this just proves that, like, Jack Nicholson just never sort of lived up to his first movie. Like, he just said he was really good in the first movie, and it's just like all his other movies just never compared to it at all. But yeah, I personally haven't seen The Terror, but I've seen 9, which is why I'm voting The Terror.
Yeah. Well, Austin.
No, The Terror is great. Yeah, it's early Jack Nicholson, looking handsome as always. Yeah, it's one of Boris Karloff's last roles. Better than the Mummy in this movie. Amazing cutting edge special effects. I mean, the stuff where they've got like the flying skulls at the screen and everything. It'll absolutely terrify you. It's terrifying, really, much like the title. And yeah, I mean, this movie was so good that Mystery Science Theater celebrated it on their show and had nothing but praise for it as they talked about it. So they literally could find nothing bad to say about it. So yeah, I'm not really much of a musical guy, although I've heard really good things about 9. I'll get around to it at some point, but I'm gonna go with The Terror.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't seen the Terror, but Mystery Science Theater's doing it. I mean, I'm a huge Mystery Science Theater fan, so if they're doing it, I mean, it's got to be good. So I got to check that out. So yeah, but actually, I watched a couple of movies to prep for this for the first time, and one of them was the movie 9. And if anybody knows anything about me, like, I'm a huge musical fan. I love musicals all the time. I go see them whenever they come to town. I watch them on screen. Like, this one's great. And yeah, like, I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis. What can you say about Daniel Day-Lewis? Hasn't already been said. He's a master of his craft, and you compare him with Nicole Kidman, Penelope Cruz, even Dame Judi Dench in this thing. Like That's all great, and just seeing him kind of like trying to put together these sets for this movie that he wants to make, and like the frustration, you really like feel the frustration that he's going through. So yeah, I am gonna go with 9. Yeah, very underrated. So yeah.
All right, Matt Munoz.
Matt.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, most people when they think of Daniel Day-Lewis, There Will Be Blood and Last of the Mohicans and My Left Foot. But for me, 9. You want to see his best performance. So I'm going 9.
Yeah.
That's good.
Matt Kearns.
Well, I heard that, because as you guys pointed out, 9 is Daniel Day-Lewis plays a guy like making a movie. I actually heard that all the movies he's done from the start of their career was actually just him training for 9. It was just him studying for that movie.
One long method role? That's crazy.
Yeah, one long method role. It was all leading to that. It's pretty incredible.
That guy's
which, while I appreciate his dedication, I think I have to give it to The Terror, even though I haven't seen both of these movies. But Nicholson is so good that they don't even mention him on the poster. They need to keep him a surprise.
Yeah.
It's got to count for something.
He surprised the world. Right. Yeah, for sure. Right.
It's like one of the best surprises. Yeah.
Right, so I actually am guilty of not seeing either of these movies, which, as somebody who also loves musicals, I'm ashamed. But Boris Karloff is in this matchup, and I cannot vote against Boris Karloff here.
You'd be right to do that. No, for sure.
Yeah.
So, all right, it's going to be The Terror. All right, so next we got Daddy's Home 2, which is Mel Gibson's highest-rated movie, rightfully so, against The Postman for Kevin Costner. So, not only one of his best acting roles, but best directing as well. So, double threat there. So I'm up first. Yeah, this one's really tough because The Postman, Kevin Costner always makes these sweeping, amazing movies. He's coming off of Waterworld, which was a huge success. He follows it up with another kind of dystopian movie, The Postman. Just has this brisk, breakneck pace to it. Really exciting, great sets, everything. I think Daddy's Home 2 is it might be one of my new favorite Christmas movies. I watch this movie every Christmas, and it's really, really funny. The way that the awkward humor just plays up, even better than stuff Meet the Fockers as far as awkward family comedy, and who doesn't love Mel Gibson at this point? He's a great movie star, and everybody just has great chemistry. So I'm gonna go Daddy's Home 2. That movie's awesome. Not just a great comedy, but a great Christmas comedy.
Yeah, and I have not seen The Postman yet, but just looking at the cast here, Kevin Costner, and then one of my favorite character actors, Will Patton. I'll watch anything and that guy's in. So, and then one of your favorite actors, Austin, Giovanni Ribisi, he's in there. So
I'll watch anything that guy.
I know you love that guy. So
that guy's good, man. I seek out his movies all the time. I'm trying to fill in my Giovanni Ribisi gap.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you'll get there eventually. But I have seen Daddy's Home 2, and that movie's great. When you see John Lithgow, he just comes off the plane, and he just gives Will Ferrell a big giant kiss from between father and son. Man, I was crying laughing. That was fall down funny. And who can't relate to the whole scene where they're messing with the thermostat because the dads don't want you messing with the thermostat? That's a dad thing. So that. It's just comedy
to me, Jordan, boomer humor is the funniest humor. It really is.
Oh yeah.
Wow, you're a poet. You didn't even know it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let's go Daddy's Home 2.
Right. Matt Munoz.
Daddy's Home 2 is a classic. I like that. There's only one movie here that has Tom Petty in it, and that's The Postman.
Ooh, good point. That's a strong case.
Oh yeah. Thought about that.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going Tom Petty all the way.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, Matt Kearns.
It's Daddy's Home 2, obviously.
Oh, that's right, John Cena. Yeah.
John Cena. Yeah.
There you go. That's
I
don't even have to say anything more than that. Mel Gibson and John Cena.
Soda might go the same way. He's a big wrestling fan.
Yeah, I go the same way. Daddy's Home 2 in honor of wrestling because of John Cena and because John Lithgow legit is perfect casting as Will Ferrell's dad in this movie.
Yeah,
I would say the same about Mel Gibson as Mark Wahlberg.
Too, that's the thing. It nailed the casting here for the dads.
For sure. Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah. And Malcolm,
but yeah, I'm talking about wrestling. Both Rey Mysterio and Dominic's entrances were great.
Totally.
Just like Soda, I'm gonna go Daddy's Home 2, like John Cena's in it. And yeah, is Daddy's Home 2 also Mark Wahlberg's highest movie? Or is it
It's very close. Yeah, I think it's between like that and oh god, I gotta remember like I think it's oh god, I'll look that up. I'll look it up. I promise. Give me just a few minutes.
but I'm gonna go Daddy's Home 2.
Yeah, let me get to the next bracket, and I'll see how high it is for Mark Wahlberg and what maybe just edged it out. So, yeah, Daddy's Home 2. All right, sounds good. Moving on to The Man, was that Sam Jackson's highest, him and Eugene Levy, versus Exodus: Gods and Kings, Christian Bale. Directed by Ridley Scott. So, Jordan, you're up first.
Well, I still haven't seen the Man, but I love that team up though. I mean, Eugene Levy's great. Sam Jackson, I just want to hear him calling Eugene Levy a motherfucker all day long. I mean, come on. Yeah, and then Exodus, like as a big Christian myself, I appreciate that they didn't really do anything offensive here. They didn't really stick with the like traditional Bible, which is like what a lot of people expected. They threw in all kinds of like fantasy creatures. They threw in rock creatures. They threw in all kinds of like really cool elements to it, just to make it a little more interesting and entertaining. Because I feel like if they would have stuck with it, it could have been borderline offensive. So they went in the right way here, and they have so many great A-list actors that it works really well. So let's go with Exodus. Yeah,
Exodus. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
Mr. Munoz, what do you got?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not big on Exodus, Gods and Kings, but I am a huge fan of Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
And while Snakes on a Plane might be his most famous role, I think he excelled in this one with Eugene Levy. So I gotta pick that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sounds good. I don't know if we have Matt Kearns if you're here.
He stepped away for a second, but that's okay. We'll come back to him if we need to. Soda.
Yeah, we'll go to Soda.
Yeah, I do love me some Samuel L. Jackson. Of course, I love me some Eugene Levy. He is Canadian royalty. But I am a sucker for Exodus, Gods and Kings. I am a sucker for biblical epics. So I got to go with that one.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Exodus of Gods and Kings is fun. It's directed great by Ridley Scott.
Oh yeah, I forget.
But there's maybe a weird way to go about it. But also in honor of wrestling, I'm going to vote The Man because of the man Becky Lynch, who's not actually in that movie, but she should be. It should have been.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go The Man.
Yeah, like if she was doing her thing back then, that'd be awesome. So yeah, but Austin.
I mean, I started giggling just as soon as that the poster for The Man came up. I mean, he's like holding his Eugene Levy's mouth in the tie. I mean, that's just funny. I mean, because really it's like he's the one you got to watch out for, as far as the who's got the dirty mouth around here. But listen, the only thing more exciting for me personally than like a Victorian era epic is like a biblical epic when it comes to movies. Like you automatically have me sold right then and there. And yeah, Ridley Scott has just made amazing movie after amazing movie, especially in the 2010s. Like, well, I think there's another movie of his on here that may be even better. I don't know. I'd have to fact check that. But yeah, great makeup on Christian Bale and Joel Edgerton. Like it's really good stuff. And very period accurate. So I'm going to go Exodus on this one.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Well, we'll move on for now. Matt Kearns, I'm sure will join us in a minute, but we'll scroll down to Patch Adams, which is actually, we have another better Robin Williams movie. This is Philip Seymour Hoffman's best movie.
Really? Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good role.
Yeah.
Versus Bill Murray's highest, which is Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties. Man, so we're getting a little family entertainment here, some animated stuff. So I like it.
Yeah.
So Matt Munoz is up first on this one.
All right. I mean, I love Garfield, and Bill Murray really gave it his all doing the voiceover. I think he does the voiceover in this one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But, good. Okay. But I love Robin Williams, and Patch Adams was my favorite of all those movies. He just, he gave it his all. He made you feel more than Mrs. Doubtfire. That movie's nothing compared to this. So I'm going Patch Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
With soda.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties, but I have seen Patch Adams. That legit has some of Robin Williams' best emotional acting in it. And plus, it's no joke. Go watch the outtakes for this movie.
Yeah.
Especially when they're in the morgue.
Oh yeah.
Robin Williams hit a fart.
Yeah.
Hey.
Malcolm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You love that. Yeah. What do you think, Malcolm?
Yeah, it's a shame that no one talks about Garfield Two Kitties as much as they should be. Like it's a very underrated movie. But yeah, it's a good movie. But Patch Adams is just a delight from start to finish. Like he plays the true story of this guy who teaches that laughter is the best medicine and all that, and it really is. So I'm gonna go Patch Adams all the way here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sounds good. I'm awesome.
Yeah, no, Patch Adams is really, really good. I mean, you laugh, you cry. It's like super accurate to the real story. I mean, the real Patch Adams has praised this movie over and over again for how much they got it right, and how much they've worked towards making the real Gesundheit Institute. Yeah, and it's really great. The Monica Potter character is fantastic and necessary for the movie to get everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Patch Adams. It's a real great movie and damn near perfect. So I really like it.
Yeah, like I do really love Patch Adams because I mean we lost two of the all-time greats with Robin Williams and Philip Seymour Hoffman. I mean, just seeing them together, it's really cool. But I mean, how much I love those guys. I mean, Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties. I mean, if you know me, I grew up on these family movies, so I got to stick with them. And I think that it's awesome that they actually got Bill Murray to do this role in not one but two of these movies. And then you have Breckin Meyer. Like I'm a big fan of playing John Arbuckle, having a romance with Jennifer Love Hewitt in the movie. I mean, you got Tim Curry as a voice, you got Billy Connolly. I mean, this is freaking stacked. So I mean, yeah, I got to go with Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties all day. So,
wow.
Hey, fair enough, man. It's close, yeah. But this is going to be Patch Adams. And we're going to move on to Kangaroo Jack, which is Christopher Walken's highest movie, believe it or not, which is good. And The Beach, DiCaprio's best movie. Who doesn't love DiCaprio? He does great stuff. So this is the best.
Yeah.
Hey, him and Danny Boyle, man. Good stuff. Yeah, we'll go to Soda because Cohen's in the back.
Okay, so I've actually never seen either of these movies, but I'm going to go Kangaroo Jack because of who's in it: Jerry O'Connell, Anthony Anderson.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. What do you think, Malcolm?
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio is great in The Beach. And like it definitely surpasses what he did in Titanic really easily. But that being said, Kangaroo Jack is just a fun movie. And I think our good friend Richie would be really disappointed if we vote against a movie about Australia. So I'm going to go Kangaroo Jack.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, exactly. I'll show you for the win.
Yeah, no,
but,
I saw both these movies in the theater. Yeah, like Kangaroo Jack was awesome. Like the whole crowd was like uproariously laughing like the whole time. Like there's these really funny dream sequences where the kangaroo's like talking to him and everything. They're like tripping out in the desert. Like it's really good. But I might actually go to the beach because as everybody knows, Leo DiCaprio is my favorite actor, and this is my favorite movie I go back to over and over again with Danny Boyle. It's just a great mystery, like setting up this beach and great locations, and it's just really exciting. And he's kind of right at the peak of his career right here, and the beach is a reason for that. So I'm gonna go to the beach.
Yeah, like I've seen both of these, and The Beach came out at a perfect time when I was in high school. I mean, I was fresh off of seeing the Romeo and Juliet movie, and then I mean, what comes next is The Beach, and The Beach is great. It has great cinematography, just like really cool locations. I mean, yeah, I'm a beach guy, so like I love that kind of stuff. But I mean, like I said before, like I grew up with with these family movies, and a Kangaroo Jack. Like I always talk about that diarrhea scene on the plane. It's just comedy gold. It's just like so freaking good. And then it's a very right. And it's a very an underrated role for Michael Shannon too. People forget that he's actually in this movie, and he's really good in it. And then Christopher Walken. I mean, I'll watch anything that guy does. Christopher Walken is the best. So I mean, yeah. And then you throw in a kangaroo, just like for very underrated animals. I mean, how many movies do you have that actually have a kangaroo in the movie as like one of their main plot points? I mean, this is about it. So I mean, I got to go Kangaroo Jack. So
yeah. Matt, what do you got?
Yeah, Kangaroo Jack is really cool. They did a good job with the effects in that one. It's pretty lifelike.
Mm-hmm.
But if anyone knows me, they know I love weed, and they only smoke weed in one of these movies, and that's The Beach.
Well, that's
true.
Well, I know for you, Jordan, the Beach. I mean, I know how much you love coming off of Titanic, like how much you love that movie. So the fact,
Titanic is like an all-timer for me.
Number 4 favorite film all time, baby.
Yeah, I know, man.
Oh yeah.
No, so I mean, the fact that the Beach was able to do it better, that's something. So, but even had said that, we got some more family entertainment moving on with Kangaroo Jack. I like it. All right, and we got This Means War for Tom Hardy, and we got Cheaper by the Dozen too, Steve Martin. Yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
So another Christmas movie. Malcolm. Yeah, you on this one?
Yeah, this is really tough because This Means War is a really good romantic comedy, and like Reese Witherspoon is torn between these two CIA agents. Like who doesn't love that? But then again, like Cheaper by the Dozen 2 completely outstrips the original. So I'm gonna go Cheaper by the Dozen 2.
Wise choice.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Austin, what do you think?
No, both the Cheaper by the Dozen movies are great. Yeah, the second one, I mean, they just amp it up, like the sight gags, the slapstick, like all the dirty humor. Like, I mean, I love when they slide all that stuff in family movies. It works really well. Another Eugene Levy movie. I mean, everything he touches turns to gold. But I might go This Means War because you got two of the most handsome guys in Hollywood fighting over, without a doubt, the hottest woman on the planet, Reese Witherspoon. I mean, like, she's the one they should be fighting over for sure. So, she's really charming and sexy and sweet. And, it's a great little rom-com. And I love rom-coms. So I'm going to go This Means War.
Yeah, this was kind of tough for me because, I mean, I'm fresh off of seeing the new Dungeons and Dragons movie. I saw it earlier today. So I'm on a Chris Pine high. And he was really, really solid in
one of the best highs, the Chris Pine high.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nothing better than a good old Chris Pine high for sure. Yeah, but I mean, I got to go back to family movies. I mean, we got a lot of them on here, and I'm actually glad that we do because with Steve Martin, like he's a comedic genius, and then also too, like one of the reasons why I want to vote for this is because Shut Up Ben Rainer. It's his birthday, and Tom Welling, he played one of the oldest kids in the family. And the reason why I've been getting into Smallville lately is because of Ben. He was a big advocate. He kept telling me, "You got to watch it. Have you watched it yet?" No, and then I finally have. I've only seen the first season, so I'm slowly getting there. But yeah, let's go Cheaper by the Dozen too.
Yeah,
Matt Munoz.
I have not actually seen This Means War. But I do like that Chris Pine high. But but yeah, Steve Martin, he's a wild and crazy guy, so I'm going with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
Soda.
So I love Reese Witherspoon. I love Chris Pine. I love Tom Hardy. But I love Steve Martin even more. I love Eugene Levy even more. And it's got Tom Welling in it. I have to go with Cheaper by the Dozen too.
Yeah. A lot of family movies going through, Jordan, man. This is turning into a family movie. I like that. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's right up my alley. So
the best movies. Yeah. All right, we got Batman and Robin, which is both Arnold Schwarzenegger and George Clooney's highest rated movie. So as it should be. And Life with Mikey for Michael J. Fox. Yeah. So We're gonna go with me first. Yeah, Life with Mikey's a fun one. It's Michael J. Fox doing comedy. I mean, he's brilliant at comedy, and it's him and a bunch of kids. I mean, running around. I mean, it's a good time. But man, it doesn't even pale to quite possibly the greatest Batman movie ever made. You got a terrific Rose Gallery. I mean, Mr. Freeze was the breakout of the animated series, so they absolute perfect casting with Arnold Schwarzenegger. All of his scenes are bangers, and the family dynamic. I mean, you got some emotion in there with Alfred getting sick, and like it's really really good stuff. And George Clooney is the perfect like badass Batman. So I'm gonna go Batman and Robin. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, for as much as I love Batman and Robin, I mean those one-liners from Arnold, they're like so much fun to quote, like "chill out" and like all all these different lines, and yeah, like George Clooney, he's a great Batman. But yeah, but I mean, you know me, Michael J. Fox is my favorite actor of all time. I mean, I'll watch anything that this guy does, and I mean, in this movie, he's playing a former child star, so it gives me heavy vibes of that movie, Dickie Roberts, former child star with David Spade.
Mhm.
Big fan of that one.
You're knucking futz.
Yeah, knucking futz. I mean, come on. I mean, Michael J. Fox could have literally said the line in it, but this came out first. But still, like, yeah, Michael J. Fox for the win. It's just sad, like that he has the condition that he has with Parkinson's. So go out and support Parkinson. Donate where you can. But I'll vote for Life with Mikey. So
all right, sounds good.
Yeah, Minos.
Yeah, Life with Mikey is a cool movie. But George Clooney's career really peaked here at Batman and Robin. And hot take, but he was my favorite Batman.
Oh yeah,
I grew up with Keaton.
I mean, I don't really think it's a hot take. Like, I think that's pretty universal. Like at this point, I think people have come around to it and realized.
Yeah,
that, the best
yeah. I mean, I grew up with Keaton, but man, when Clooney came along, that was it for me. I don't even watch Batman movies anymore after this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the bat suit, they added those bat nipples for added effect. I mean, that was a cool touch. I mean, there's a lot of cool little details that you miss if you're not really paying attention to this.
I mean, the guy wears all leather. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna get hard nipples. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's gonna happen. So yeah. So I mean,
I'm
nothing
going
wrong
Batman and
with that,
Robin.
so.
Yep.
Oh, Matt Kearns. By the way, Kearns, I had your answer for the only better movie than for Mark Wahlberg than Daddy's Home 2 was the greatest video game adaptation of all time, Max Payne.
Yeah. Mila Kunis.
Of course. I mean, Mila Kunis, Ludacris. I mean, great. Bullet time to perfection, better than The Matrix. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it just slipped my mind. I had to go look it up, but yeah, it just slipped my mind. So
at the time too, like it was actually fun fact. The movie that had fired the most guns at the time it was released out of any movie in history. That's an actual fact. You can look that up. So
nice.
So yeah. But
Matt, right here, we got you're back from Batman and Robin and Life of Mikey.
Yeah. I'm pretty certain Batman and Robin is probably going to win this, but I love Michael J. Fox, so I'm going to give the love to Life with Mikey.
Okay.
Yeah. Soda.
So what it comes down to me for this one is rewatchability, and I love Michael J. Fox. He's one of my favorite actors, one of my favorite Canadians. But unfortunately, this is a movie I haven't seen since I was probably about 8 years old. But Batman and Robin, man, I have seen that movie way more times than I care to admit.
Way better soundtrack too.
Oh, 100%. This is actually legit. I had the cassette tape soundtrack, and I almost wore it out.
Yeah.
Like there are some banger tunes on there, and it's got my favorite Smashing Pumpkins tune.
You don't sleep on that Life with Mikey soundtrack. I mean, like da na na na. This is Life with Mikey. I mean, it's great. Come on. I mean, like it is a banger. So like, don't sleep on it. Yeah. So like, come on.
I like when the bass drops on that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's my favorite part. So yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, Batman and Robin comes up a lot in tournament fights, but for good reason. But look, everyone keeps talking about how the Back to the Future trilogy is Michael J. Fox's best. Everyone sleeps on Life of Mikey. No one ever talks about it. Life of Mikey is way better than those Back to the Future movies, easily. So I'm going to go Life of Mikey.
Yeah.
Well, so we got our first tie in a little while, and Matt, you're back just in time to break that tie.
Yeah. This is rough. This is rough.
Think carefully, please.
This is as tough as Batman's nipples.
Yeah, they're pretty tough, pretty leathery.
But I think the one that really does deserve to go on is I'm sorry, but I'm going to cool over this whole bracket because it is Batman and Robin.
All
It's
right.
quite much.
Someone invite Arnold Schwarzenegger? What just happened here?
Oh, yes. Hi.
Matt Curry just vanished. Yeah, I don't know where he went.
That was good.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we got some strong matchups coming up, so you guys get ready. But
this is much easier to do while on my couch.
yeah, right.
Yeah, well, the next round's going to be tough, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be really tough determining the best of the
You
best.
say like
so.
it's been easy so far.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my
Yeah,
god, it
hasn't
only
been
gets
easy,
tougher. Holy shit, two great.
Oh,
man,
wow.
classics. So we got Brad Pitt in Cool World versus Sylvester Stallone's top-rated "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot." So sorry, I was just that poster makes me laugh every time for "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot." It's still Getty with that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Man,
It's still Getty, yeah.
Yeah, just bringing back great.
With that big of a
memories.
gun? I mean, she's definitely overcompensating for something.
That's
there,
insane. I mean, look at the little one. Look at the little one Stallone has. I mean, that's
Snub nose.
pathetic. Come on now.
Yeah, right.
That's hilarious. Anyways, sorry. Get back on track here,
Yeah.
Jordan. We got to talk about good movies here. So, Jordan.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think they're both great. I remember seeing Cool World in theaters actually, and like for whatever reason, like people aren't really talking about this. Freaking Brad Pitt. I mean, literally one of his best movies, and like for it to be an animated movie like that was just really cool. You know, Cool World. But I mean, Stop or Mom Will Shoot. I mean, everyone knows the story how Sylvester Stallone tricked Arnold Schwarzenegger. It wasn't going to be originally Arnold Schwarzenegger, but then he stole it from he's like right out from under him because they had that rivalry back in the 80s, you know. So I mean, it had to be Sylvester Stallone. I mean, I don't think this movie would have worked if they would have had Arnold. Like he's just a little too big and muscular. Like I mean, it just wouldn't really fit. So I think that it was perfect for Stallone. He had great chemistry with the Getty. I mean, so yeah, it's got to be Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. So. Let's go with that. Matt Munoz, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm definitely going Stop or My Mom Will Shoot here because Stallone, people don't, they know him as an action star, but really his strength is comedy.
Yeah.
And this was an excellent example of it. Also came out around the time of another favorite Stallone comedy of mine, Oscar.
Yeah, that was close. I mean, I think Stop or My Mom Shoot was like 1 percentage point. I almost put Oscar in here. It was close.
Yeah.
Real close. Yeah, that's another banger comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Kearns. Yeah.
I
I know you're a big Stallone Arnold guy, so I mean, this has got to be one of your favorites, right?
Yeah. I'll say about Cool World. It's nice that it took everything that crap movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit did and improved upon it. You know, with the combination of animation, live
people
action.
talk about that way too much.
Way too much. This movie's way better. Yeah. Way better.
And look, I know when we talk about Stallone, most people are like, the Rocky series, Rambo, Copland, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Like, that is... I think Stallone said in an interview once, actually, like, that is, to him, like, the peak of his career. Like, everything after that, it just doesn't matter.
He was like, this movie is the one that people should remember me for, not Rocky, not Rambo.
I think when Stallone passes away, and the Oscars do the in memoriam, it's going to be a scene for Stop My Mom Will Shoot that will be used, obviously. Yeah. Stop My Mom Will Shoot.
Oh, yeah, they're going to put it on his tombstone. Stop My Mom Will Shoot, right on the tombstone. So,
well, I mean, all the headlines will be star of Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, passes away, I mean, no.
He also wrote Rocky.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like a side note.
That'll be like buried in the obituary.
Yeah, it's in like fourth paragraph kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Now he can rub it in Arnold's face that he got to do that, and Arnold didn't. So, I mean, he's got that, right? For sure. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Soda?
But Soda?
So, this is no joke. This is actually one of my favorite Stallone movies outside of the Rambo, Rocky, like outside the classics. I have been watching this since I was a kid. I I legit laugh every time I watch this movie. I actually rewatched it last year, and yeah, I still laugh in all the same spots. Estelle Getty is a treasure. I love her. No, overall, I actually really do enjoy this movie. No lie. So for me, I'm hoping this one wins.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I haven't actually got around to seeing either of these movies. But I mean, the one that really intrigues you just based on the poster is Cool World. Like, I think live action animation hybrids are really good. Like, I mean, look at last year, you did Pinocchio last year. It was just really good. So I'm going to go Cool World.
Yeah, we're gonna have a debate on whether or not Cool World deserves a spot on our 90s animation tier ranker. We're going to be doing. Will it be on there? You don't know. You got to tune into that one. That's coming up.
It deserves the win, not just a spot.
Well,
yeah.
And what there's no debate about is that Cool World is better than that crap Roger Rabbit. Like it's
Yeah.
way better than
Please, Eddie.
Like Roger Rabbit, way better. I mean, come on, with the overacting. I mean, like Bob Hoskins trying to do an American act. Like it's terrible. Like give me Brad Pitt any day, and
just
give me one that actually
that hot.
pushes.
You know what I mean?
Give me one that pushes boundaries. You know, that kind of implies that you know you can have like sexual
Jessica
tension.
Rabbit, Hollywood.
Yeah, for sure. Come on, way better.
Come on.
I mean, it's not even close. I mean, Stop Motion with You is great. Don't get me wrong. Very, very funny. Great movie. I'm gonna go Cool World because it's way better than Roger Rabbit. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But with that, it's gonna be 4-2 for Stallone and still Getty. So I'm cool with that because it's a great movie. We got Kate Blanchett actually for Robin Hood, but another Russell Crowe movie. Another Ridley Scott movie, and we have Abduction, which is Sigourney Weaver's top-rated movie, rightfully so.
Ooh.
So people forget how great she is in this movie. So she's a great villain. Let's go Matt Munoz on this one.
Yeah, you know the thing that gets me about Abduction is that even though it is a Sigourney Weaver movie, they're pushing Taylor Lautner, and I'm glad they did because that guy he needs more work. He's great. I love Twilight. I love those movies. And
where's he been? Like, come back, Taylor Lautner. We want to see more.
Yeah, please. I want to see your chest.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
And just they've done Robin Hood so many times. Russell Crowe didn't do it for me in the role, so I'm going Abduction with Sigourney Weaver, but more importantly, Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it. We almost considered putting Taylor Lautner on the list. He just missed the cut, but I mean he definitely
he'll get there
for sure. So
yeah.
Yeah, but Matt Kearns, what do you think?
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver's my favorite actress of all time, and this is clearly her best work. The people who say, "Oh no, it's aliens," they haven't seen
more
Abduction.
Overrated.
Yeah, they haven't seen it.
Just bloated, just bad special. I mean, has anybody seen the computers in that movie? It's just a bunch of blinking lights. It's terrible.
It's terrible. But then it comes to Robin Hood, and look, there's some people who say, "Oh, it's the Adventures of Robin Hood with Errol Flynn." No, it's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner. No, it's Robin Hood with Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe's the definitive Robin
look at
Hood.
that intensity on the poster. Like that's
everything
right
is definitive in this movie when it comes to Robin Hood. I think I've even heard like English like literature experts say that this is their text for Robin Hood, not the original books.
Yeah.
Like this. And
they rewrote the history books after this one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
100%.
Soda.
Ooh, sorry. I had a question, but I am also a sucker for Robin Hood or anything like that's ye old British, like Arthurian legends and stuff like that. And I never thought a movie would ever surpass Robin Hood Men in Tights as my number one favorite Robin Hood movie. But Ridley Scott and Russell Crowe did it. Who knew that they would make a worthy follow-up to Gladiator?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. They can put it in that context. Yeah, for sure.
What happens? Yeah. So yeah. But Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, if we did a ranking list of top 12 Robin Hood movies, Robin Hood would be the top spot easily. Yeah, and I mean
There's
Taylor
probably
is still
about 12 of them out there. So yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean Taylor Lautner is kind of still around. He was in that movie Home Team last year, which a lot of people have been saying is the best movie of 2022. I haven't got around seeing it, but we'll find out when I fight to set. Yeah, I haven't seen Abduction. It's one that's been on my list for a long time, so I'm gonna go Robin Hood.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
awesome.
no, I saw these both in the theaters. Abduction is excellent. You know, Taylor Lautner really breaking out after Twilight, really showing his acting chops. You know, the fact that he can do acting and action, you know, on his own and carry the movie is really great. But let me tell you, like, Robin Hood is one of the most exciting, like, edge of your seat, like, action, like, period piece thrillers like you'll ever see. It's great. When I need an adrenaline rush, like, I go right to this movie, Robin Hood. I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. It's really, really good. So, yeah, no, way better than, like, even that Disney one from, like, 73. Like, this one's way better than that. So, yeah, I'm going to say.
I didn't even bother to remember that one when I was listing Robin Hood movies.
Exactly.
Robin Hood is just as good as King Arthur with Clive Owen.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a good movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people I forget all those movies, but yeah. So for me, when it comes to Russell Crowe, and like I know we're talking Kate Blanchett, but like she's doing the same style of acting in it. Like, I mean, I just hate when these guys do way too much action. If you know me, like I just love the ye old British stuff. I love when they just break out the Shakespearean actors. I mean, I love Russell Crowe in like things with like the Master and Commander when he's just doing the Shakespearean stuff there. He's doing it here in Robin Hood. And I love this movie so much. I bought a copy for me. I bought a copy for both my parents. So when I go to their place, I can watch it there. I mean, I've got one in almost every room in my house. So, I mean, when I want to watch Robin Hood, like it's just at an arm's length. I can just pick it up, watch whenever I want. And, you know, and like Abducted, it was a lot of fun. I mean, like we all wanted more Taylor Lautner after those Twilight movies, absolutely. So we got it, and maybe we'll get more. Who knows? But I think for this one,
producers, you know, you're missing out on box office gold right now. Just letting Taylor Lautner, like, you know, not putting him in your movie. So, I mean, I don't know what you're doing. Like, get on that.
Yeah, Team Jacob for life.
Just print it. Yeah, right. Team Jacob.
Yeah. All right, it's gonna be Robin Hood. Deservedly so. All right, we got Paranoia, which is Gary Oldman's best movie, obviously, and then John Travolta's best movie, one of the great movie stars of all time, and Gotti. So let's go, Matt Kearns.
Yeah.
Paranoia. Is that Harrison Ford on the poster too, or am I just?
Yeah, he's in there too.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's one of.
I know it's more probably Gary Oldman's movie, and that's fine. But let's talk about Travolta and probably the greatest mob movie of all time.
For sure. It's not even close.
It's not The Godfather. It's not The Godfather 2. It's not Goodfellas or Casino. It's Gotti. I think this movie is just incredible. The late Kelly Preston was wonderful in it, and you know, look, I know Travolta is always going to be remembered for Saturday Night Fever and for Grease and, you know, these kind of shit movies, but he should really be remembered for Gotti. Like again, like I go back to the Oscars in memoriam, I think it's going to be a clip from Gotti is the one they're going to play.
Yeah.
And that natural hair he has there is just, it's, you know, like as Al Pacino said in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, what a picture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Very lifelike. I mean, yeah. Come on. Soda.
So these are two that also slipped through my cracks, but here's why I'm going to pick Gotti. Because it is the only film in history that has ever picked a fight with a movie pundit online with Dan Morrell. That is the only I'm voting for Gotti.
Oh, yeah. That sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these movies, but Gotti is one of the rare movies that's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I'm going to go Gotti. So because it has to be good.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought it was like 99. Yeah, maybe I think that person like flipped their review eventually or something. They saw the light. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably should have.
Yeah,
rightfully so. Yeah, no, I mean, when I think of intimidating mobsters and gangsters, like Gotti, John Travolta as Gotti is way better than like Tommy and Goodfellas, like Joe Pesci. Like no way, like this, he's way more. He's a better mob boss than Michael Corleone. Much better, storyline, great character development, amazing makeup and hair. Like you said, like John Travolta is Gotti. Just like the poster says right there, Travolta is Gotti. Like he is this role.
He is Gotti.
This movie. Yeah, I mean, this
It
is
literally
like
put it on the poster right there.
I mean, it's been building up to him. Like this is peak career. Like Travolta really should have just retired after this because it's like you're not going to get any better than Gotti. So I'm going to go Gotti. Yeah.
Yeah, like this one's tough for me because I mean, I remember that the whole reason why I got Movie Pass back when that was the thing when they're promoting the hell out of Gotti, like that's the reason why I freaking got Movie Pass, and like as soon as Gotti was out of theaters, I mean, what happened to Movie Pass? Like they're gone. So I mean, no more Movie Pass. So I mean, pretty much like ruined that. I mean, it should have stayed in theaters longer, But and then with Paranoia, like I mean, having Harrison Ford and Gary Oldman team up with the likes of like Liam Hemsworth. I mean, arguably.
And America's sweetheart Amber Heard. I mean, who doesn't love Amber Heard?
That's true. Oh yeah, everybody loves Amber Heard, especially right now. I mean, she's doing some incredible stuff. So I mean, like you got to have her in it. I mean, like it's a great movie, and it makes it really tough. But I mean, just for the nostalgia vibes back when I had my Movie Pass. I mean, I'm gonna go with Gotti, and I've been hearing some rumors. Maybe Movie Pass is coming back. You want to jump on that?
That means Gotti's going to re-release.
Gotti, or either that, or they'll fund Gotti too, like they should. Like,
I was going to say Gotti the jail years.
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, I have my fingers crossed, so we'll see.
Or Son of Gotti. They do Gotti's son, and Travolta plays the son.
I mean, I need like a Gotti cinematic universe, honestly. Like that's
John Gotti Jr. I mean, come on, we got to do it.
Right? So. Gotta do it.
Paranoia is great. Harrison Ford, he's got such a big career. But if you want to see an actor really embody a character and become another person, you have to see John Travolta and Gotti. It's incredible.
Would there be another person? Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
one for Gotti as it should be. Clean sweep. I mean, this wasn't. I mean, I know there's some tough matches on here. I don't think this one was tough. Like this one was obvious. No, this is easy. So we got Fool's Gold, Matthew McConaughey.
My God.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and End of Days. Yeah. So,
that's tough.
All right. Soda. Kearns, you're going to have to sit tight. I know you're a big Arnold guy, and this is like one of your favorites of all time. So we're going to have
calm
to
down.
So, hold your horses there. We'll get to you, but Soda's up first.
Yeah. Easy.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, the devil. Enough said. End of Days.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm sold.
Yeah.
I'm going to rewatch it right now. Yep.
Yeah. Malcolm?
I think I've seen End of Days before. It is a good movie. But that being said, Fool's Gold is just an amazing McConaughey rom-com. Like him and Kate Hudson have great chemistry. You'd believe that they would actually be dating in real life because their chemistry is just so good. So I'm going to go Fool's Gold.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, I'm awesome.
Yeah, no, like I said, as much as I love rom-coms, I'm a big fan of them. Like everything that Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson did, this and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, just great classics like of the genre. But at heart, I'm like a big action guy, and when I rewatch Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, like just his character in this, like all the emotions and like the grief he's dealing with, and the darkness. Like I said, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, fighting the devil. I mean, like that's just. I'm sold. Like I'm sold on my rewatches. I'm sold on my 15th rewatch. I mean, give me End of Days all day.
Oh man,
sure, yeah.
How many times have you seen it? Like at least 15, you're saying?
Oh God, I mean, it's way more than that. It's like 25 or something. I don't know.
Dang,
maybe 666 times.
Oh snap!
Yeah, right there you go.
Yeah, I know it's been way more than Predator. I know that for sure.
You stole my joke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I still haven't seen End of day. Like I said before, I grew up in a Christian household, and like this movie is just way too lighthearted for me. I mean, I need something a little darker than this in my life. So yeah, like, but Fool's Gold though, like it's great because I mean, like the best Matthew McConaughey movies are when he takes his shirt off, and he's got his shirt off for like half this damn movie. And it's great. Like I'm all over that. I mean, I recommend it to all my female friends.
Jordan,
I mean, even some of my male friends.
If I had those abs, I'd want to show them off for most of the movie too. I mean, you work hard for those things. Like, show them off. Like, get them out.
Yeah,
there.
right. I mean, Matthew McConaughey takes his shirt off. Like, he nearly saves the world. So, I mean, let's go. Let's go for Fool's Gold right there. So, yeah. But Matt Munoz? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, my favorite genre is action movies. Arnold's one of my favorite action stars. I love Satan. End of Days, you think it'd be right up my alley?
Amen.
Yeah,
Satan?
but I am a total sucker for this movie's Fool's Gold. Okay, so I'm going Fool's Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great treasure hunting movie, you know. So yeah. But Matt Kearns, what do you think?
Yeah, I as well grew up in a Christian household. I am Christian. You know, some households like that, you know, they watch movies like Ben-Hur or Ten Commandments, Prince of Egypt, the Nativity Story, some shit movies. No, my parents did it right. We grew up watching End of Days. Every Christian, like Easter's coming up. We're prepping for our viewing of it.
Should pop it on.
You should watch The Sixth Day. The other Arnold,
it's this story of essentially Arnold being kind of a messianic figure. You know, he takes on the devil, and at the end he dies for our sins to protect us. I get the abs. I get the abs on Matthew McConaughey, but I'm just, you know, it's got to be End of Days.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't
the only thing that
Byrne as the devil?
What's that, soda?
Isn't Gabriel Byrne?
Gabriel Byrne, yeah.
Yes,
no,
Gabriel Byrne is the devil.
And the best devil depiction we've ever had on screen.
Yeah.
Like, ever. He's awesome.
Yeah, Al Pacino has nothing on it.
No, and neither does Peter Stormare and Constantine. Like, get out of here. Yeah.
The only thing I'd say that would rival it maybe is, have you guys seen that little Nas X music video, Call Me By Your Name, where he's literally grinding up with the devil? That rivals it. I'd say that's a close one. But I mean, besides that, it's just tough.
But back to business here. We have another tie, and Soda's going to break this tie.
Going back to my original statement, Arnold, Satan, can't say anything more. End of Days.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
All right. All right, going down to Clint Eastwood's with Any Which Way You Can. And Norbit. Oh, man. Look at that.
Frick, man.
I already know my
that Norbit poster just makes me laugh every time. Look at his face. He's got
yeah, that's good.
He's so scared.
Yeah.
Right,
he looks terrified. I mean, well, one of them does.
Yeah. But Malcolm, we're going to go on this one.
But yeah, Any Which Way But Loose is an interesting movie. It's just so fun. But Norbit is probably one of Eddie Murphy's better movies. And look, when actors play multiple roles in the same movie, it's always going to be a hit. We're probably going to get another one very similar to this down the line with Adam Sandler as well. But I'm going to go Norbit on this.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
It's like you said, Malcolm, when Eddie Murphy puts on the makeup and he plays the multiple roles, like, it's always great, and it's never been better than it is in Norbit. Like, he's really, I mean, the way, like, she just, like, smothers him and she's, like, just all over him and stalking him, like, it's hilarious from start to finish. I mean, I like a good Clint Eastwood and monkey movie. I mean, that's just gold, cinematic gold. And I know, Jordan, how much you like monkeys in movies. I mean, I'm sure you love this movie, so this is gonna be a tough choice.
Oh yeah, I freaking love monkeys in movies. It's my favorite animal. Let's go.
Yeah, no, and but I'm gonna go Norbit here. Norbit's a classic, and there's a reason it won a tournament before here on Tournament Fights, because it's that good. So I'm gonna go with Norbit.
Yeah, well, this is a slight spoiler, but if anyone watches our last episode we did last night for Austin's birthday, he had the movie Dunstan Checks in there, and like see how far that movie made it on that episode. I mean, we all love freaking monkey movies. I mean, they're great, and like especially me, like I love monkeys. I mean, especially when you give him human characteristics. I mean, that's even better. Make him his partner. I mean, make him just palling around with them. I mean that is like comedy gold, but just entertaining. It's just pure entertainment value. And like, I mean, say what you want about Eddie Murphy. I mean, I do love when he plays the all these dual roles, like all these different wacky characters, especially in Norbit, like that scene when he goes flying down the water slide. I mean, that's classic. But I think I got to go with any which way you can, because I mean, you can never go wrong with a monkey in a movie. So let's have more. I mean, just just name any movie and just throw a monkey in there. It just makes the movie better. So yeah, let's do it. So Matt Munoz.
Yeah. While I do always like a monkey in a movie, Norbit was really the vehicle that propelled Eddie Murphy to his career high. Most people think of the clumps when he does his multiple roles, but for me, it's always been Norbit. I'm going Norbit.
I mean, you can make an argument for stuff like Holy Man. I mean, that's great. Metro, I mean, Vampire in Brooklyn. I mean, just I mean, all these bangers that Eddie Murphy does, and nothing comes close to Norbit. I just hate to say it. They're all great, but they ain't Norbit. Matt Kurtz.
I unfortunately haven't seen every one of these movies, so I just have to go with the actor I prefer, and that's Clint Eastwood. And I think if I see this movie, Dirty Harry will probably no longer be my favorite Eastwood role.
Yeah.
So this one also comes down to rewatchability for me. And I've only seen Norbit the one time. However, Any Which Way You Can and its predecessor, Every Which Way to Loose, were actually on heavy rotation. So I will go with that one. That's actually what I do. It was my introduction to Clint Eastwood, those movies.
Oh yeah, for sure. So,
all right.
Yes. What are the votes?
I believe we have another tie. So it goes to
shoot.
But this time the monkey movie is not going to move on. It's going to be Norbit.
Oh man,
Malcolm.
Oh man,
are they sleeping on that?
All right.
That monkey.
Malcolm, think of Harambe.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Think of freaking Ed. I mean, a classic baseball movie with the monkey. Think about that.
Yeah, better than The Sandlot. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we got The Circle, which is Tom Hanks's top rated, and Robert Downey Jr.'s, which is Doolittle. Speaking of more like monkeys and animals,
You have some monkeys in it. All right.
More animal movies. I mean, animal movies are great. So, I'm up first. Yeah, this is a tough one, man, because The Circle is just really fascinating. A great look at social networking, and it's got a really great sort of mysterious, like cult-like vibe. And I like a good cult movie, Jordan. I mean, I do. I'm like sort of a mysterious.
I've always wanted to be in a cult.
Hey, the more and more life goes on and the world gets crazier. Maybe not.
Try it out. I mean,
more viable options. Yeah, but man, like I know how we've had so many like Dr. I mean, speaking of Eddie Murphy did Dr. Doolittle, but Robert Downey Jr. did even better. Like it's really good here. I mean, who isn't like falling over the seat laughing when like that dragon has like diarrhea at the end? I mean, I'm laughing.
Oh man,
already, man, that's hilarious. And Robert Downey Jr. just he might be better than he is in Tony Stark in this movie. He really embodies Doolittle, so I'm gonna go with Doolittle.
Yeah, I mean, these are both pretty great, but I mean, like, I just like how they did the Doolittle movie here, though. I mean, we're already talking monkeys. I mean, let's just keep that train rolling. And like, I mean, they just really haven't done a great version of Dr. Doolittle until now. So that they finally did it because I mean, Robert Downey Jr. What's he gonna do to follow up things like his role in Iron Man and Avengers and all that stuff? I mean, you're gonna have Robert Downey Jr. You're gonna have like just classic people voicing all these animals: Tom Holland, Emma Thompson, Rami Malek. I mean, Ralph Fiennes. So yeah, I mean, the stacked cast. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. So I got to go with Doolittle. Yeah.
Matt Munoz.
I'm Matt Munoz.
Yeah. I mean, Tom Hanks is America's sweetheart. You know, they call him. And The Circle was his best movie by far. But Robert Downey Jr. is a comeback kid. And I always got to go for the underdog. So I'm picking Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good. Matt Kearns, what do you think?
I'm not sure if you guys heard this story. I think Robert talked about it. That one of the reasons why he wanted to leave the MCU was to be able to work on Doolittle. There's apparently a cinematic universe coming out of this that he's prepping in the background. I'm pretty excited for that. And thank God he got that stupid CGI suit so we could get this movie. The Circle's got Tom Hanks. It's got Emma Watson, who doesn't love both of them, but like John Cena is once again in Doolittle. So we gotta, and the monkey's gotta win this time, unless Malcolm has his way again.
Yeah, right. Malcolm hates monkeys. Come on, Malcolm.
Yeah, Malcolm hates monkeys.
Yeah, but Soda?
So as we all know, post Iron Man, some of Robert Downey Jr.'s best movies have been the non-MCU ones.
Yeah.
And of course, as you mentioned earlier, the great cast. So it's going to be Doolittle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Malcolm, what are you gonna do? You keep hating on monkeys?
This is really tough for me because I actually do like both of these movies. Like The Circle is fun. Like Tom Hanks and Emma Watson have really good chemistry in the movie. And it's just a fun movie. But that being said, Doolittle is a really good movie. And it's one of those ones like I was worried that Robert Downey Jr. was going to have the MCU overshadowing him. Like Robert Downey Jr. showed that that he can do great things post the MCU, and they'll be just as good. And you literally can't see John Cena in this because he has only a voice.
Yeah, right. Really true.
But yeah, just because I really love Doolittle, I'm gonna go Doolittle.
All right, sounds good.
Well, we'll forgive you for the monkey thing, Malcolm. That's fine. You would do yourself here. So. Yeah, no worries.
All right. So we got Nicole Kidman for The Invasion versus this is the actual Will Smith one. After Earth. Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan. So let's go with Jordan on this one.
Man, this one's tough because, like, who doesn't want to see father and son working together after Earth? I mean, that movie was like so good. Like I was waiting to see more Jaden Smith on screen, especially after The Karate Kid. Like when he was in that best Karate Kid.
They were both great together in The Pursuit of Happiness. So like keep going.
Oh yeah,
Like, made every
forget about that one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like
should. Yeah.
Jaden Smith went from being like an adorable kid to an even adorable teenager here. I mean, come on, but I mean, The Invasion though, like this movie gave me anxiety. Like, and that's the kind of horror that just really freaks me out. Like, I mean, it's like probably the best version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers I've ever seen because like you literally can't fall asleep. If you fall asleep, then you are screwed. And like the whole entire time I'm just shouting like just go to sleep. Like you're tired, go to sleep. And like they just wouldn't do it. And it was just like I don't know, like it just gave me anxiety, but in the best way because that's the kind of horror that I like. So. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go with The Invasion here. So yeah, Matt Munoz.
Yeah. I love Will Smith. I love Jaden Smith. I love them together. I love Scientology. But After Earth, just I couldn't get into it. So I gotta go Nicole Kidman, Daniel Craig, Invasion. I'll take it.
Yeah, sounds good. Matt Kearns.
I think After Earth might be a little too good for this list. Malcolm, once again, don't forget, keep his name out of your freaking mouth. Just an amazing pairing. But you know what? Look, The Invasion is the best telling of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It's so good they didn't even have to use the full title. They didn't have to use that marketing technique. They just because they knew they're like, we can stand on our own. Yeah, it's got.
They just act like the original doesn't even exist, and it's perfect. I mean, I love it.
Yeah, as they should have.
Well, I mean, that's stupid. Like Like it's like black and white. Like get that shit out of here.
No, I'm talking. Oh, don't get me started on that '70s one. With
Oh god, that
Donald
70s one was
Sutherland.
stupid.
Oh.
Donald Sutherland just overacting, like that dumb thing, like at the end where like that's so stupid. Like, oh my god,
They're using
like,
totally
you go
fake
back
sound
to
effects in that
MASH?
thing. Oh,
I know
God.
fake sound effects like that. The head on the dog, like that's stupid. Like,
And then
just, like,
Leonard Nimoy was in that.
Leonard Nimoy,
Okay,
like, yeah,
first
what's he
of all-
doing
first
like
of all-
outside of a Star Trek movie? Like, just stay in Star Trek. Like, get out of here. You
Yeah,
can't do anything
get your
outside
pointy
of
ears
that.
back to space. Come on,
Exactly.
like right?
Right.
Yeah.
Soda?
Soda?
So this is actually tough because we all know Will Smith is legit a great actor, and he's actually passed that on to his son, who definitely should actually stay in acting and not find another line of business. But I got to go to the invasion of this just because it's Daniel Craig, it's Nicole Kidman. Like, those are two high quality actors in their own right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm with you. Like, there have been multiple versions of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And outside of the moment where Donald Sutherland goes, this is the best.
Yeah. And like, who cares if they cancel Will Smith? Because we got Will Smith Jr., we got his son here. So, I mean, we'll be fine. I mean, yeah
we're okay.
Yeah,
but Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Jaden Smith has done anything meaningful since After Earth. Like, he really hasn't. Like, I think that's the pinnacle of his career right there. But that being said, like, as much as I love After Earth, I think The Invasion is just a really good movie, and I really enjoyed Nicole Kidman and Daniel Craig's appearing in this. So I'm going to go The Invasion.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I mean, like I you guys know how much I love like this version of the Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I'm a huge Body Snatchers fan, and this is the one that did it right. Because I love the original concept. It's a really scary concept, and for God's sakes, like this one, gave us what we all wanted, which is a nice happy ending. Like all those other movies with their dark endings, like get that shit out of here. I don't want to be depressed when I go to the movie theater. I want to be smiling. I want to be cheering. I want to be happy. I want to be hopeful. Like that's what I want out of a Body Snatchers movie. So they got it right with this one. And like I said, they don't need to do another version because this is the best one they ever did. And don't get me wrong, After Earth is great too. But I'm gonna go with The Invasion. Yeah, the best Body Snatchers adaptation we ever had. So,
yeah, top of the peak. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Invasion moves on. All right. We got Replicas for Keanu Reeves versus Charlize Theron, big A-lister, Aeon Flux. So yeah, good, two good ones here, man. Two good kind of sci-fi movies. So Matt Munoz.
Yeah.
I have a Aeon Flux because I remember the animated show on MTV. But with John Wick 4 being so hot, I want to promote what's his name? Forget Keanu Reeves. Sorry.
Yeah,
I want to promote Keanu Reeves' best movie, which is Replicas. So I'm going Replicas.
Yeah, sounds good. Matt Kearns.
Yeah, so I haven't seen either one of these movies, but from my limited knowledge of Replicas, which is that poster there, it's definitely better than The Matrix. So I gotta go with that.
Yeah. I mean, Replica is totally like an homage to The Matrix, if you think about it. So
no, it's not.
Yeah,
it's probably superior. they wanted to distance themselves from that shit movie.
yeah. Well, Soda.
I've actually never seen any of these movies, but I'm gonna go with Aeon Flux just because it's the one that I've actually seen the most on, and it's the one I'm familiar with.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I've somehow missed Replicas. I don't know how I could forget about it because I just haven't found it anywhere, I suppose. But I really Aeon Flux is a really great movie, so I'm gonna go Aeon Flux.
Come on. Yeah. Well, Austin.
No, Aeon Flux is one of the best adaptations of like a cartoon we've ever had. I mean, it's Charlize Theron. Look at that sexy black hair and a leather outfit. Like I'm already sold there. But like you add in like a great script, great sci-fi,
awesome effects.
Oh, awesome effects, better action than stuff like The Matrix.
Heck yeah.
Way better. Great choreography. I mean, they should re-release this movie like every year. Just to show up all these garbage action movies like John Wick Chapter 4.
Put it in theaters. We can see it on the big screen. Come on.
Yeah, I want to see this on the big screen again, man. My Blu-ray just doesn't do it justice.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go Aeon Flux here.
Yeah, I mean, Malcolm, if you're sleeping on replicas, I mean, streaming on HBO Max, you can go watch it over there. So there's no excuses on that one.
Isn't their most streamed movie or
something?
Oh
my god!
I thought I read that.
It might be.
Yeah. Sorry, some WrestleMania having some crazy.
Yeah, Pat McAfee just showed up, and it looks like he's going to challenge The Miz.
Oh shit! Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. They're saying he probably wouldn't be there this weekend.
Okay.
You know what? Pat McAfee is another one of those guys who's like he was born for this shit. He's good. I love him.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think that when it comes to Aeon Flux, I mean, they created some great mythology with that movie, and Charlize Theron is my favorite actress working today, so I gotta see everything that she's in, including this, because I remember when this movie came out, I was working at a Hollywood Video, which is like kind of the like sister to Blockbuster, and yeah, I mean, like you better believe they gave me an early copy. I rushed home and I watched that right away, and because I was so excited to see Charlize Theron, and the movie delivered, so I gotta go with Aeon Flux, and yeah, I mean, if Replica's anything like The Matrix, I'll pass. So yeah, let's go Aeon Flux.
It's been done before.
It's like
yeah.
All right, we got Little Fockers versus Gone Fishing for Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro. I mean, two best friends there. I mean, guys that collaborated together.
Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro.
Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, because Little Fockers. I'm like, that's way off. That's Danny Glover.
Yeah, that's Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro is about to get canceled.
No.
Yeah.
No, what I meant was, I'm sorry, Robert De Niro's best movie with Little Fockers and Joe Pesci's best movie, Gone Fishing. I'm just saying two collaborators and their two best movies, obviously. So.
Yeah.
So we'll go Matt Kearns here.
I've never heard of Gone Fishing, unfortunately. I'm sure it's amazing, but
oh man, you're missing out.
When it comes to the Meet the Parents trilogy, it should be called the Little Fockers trilogy. All roads led to this. This movie is. I don't even own the first two. I only own this one.
No. Well, if you're only going to own one,
you start with that one too. That's the best way to do it. You start with Little Fockers, then you go to number 2 and number 1. Like that's the real way to do it. I mean, that's how I did it. So it worked. So yeah, but Soda.
So Little Fockers, unfortunately, is not my favorite in the trilogy. That is definitely Meet the Fockers. God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Gone Fishing, though, it's actually an underrated buddy comedy. Joe Pesci. He's obviously well known for his gangster roles and My Kind of His Cousin Vinny, but he's pretty good at comedy too, and so is Danny Glover. I'm going to give this one to Gone Fishing.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, Little Fockers is a really good follow up to Meet the Fockers, and it's just a lot of fun. And I mean, honestly, I'm surprised that it's not Ben Stiller's highest rated movie as well.
It could be. I'd have to check on that, but I pulled it for Robert De Niro. But man,
yeah,
I'm sure it's up there for Ben Stiller because
but yeah, I mean, Gone Fishing is one that I've just never got around to seeing. I just had a look at the cast. It's also got like Rosanna Arquette and Willie Nelson, so it's got to be good. But I'm going to go Little Fockers.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, it's this is a tough one because I mean, people always point to like I think it's just people haven't seen Gone Fishing. They're missing a real gem here. You know, people are like, my cousin Vinny's like the best Joe Pesci comedy. Like, no, it's Gone Fishing, like easily.
It's underrated for sure.
Oh, yeah, underrated.
Yeah.
Him and Danny Glover is great. But yeah, I love Little Fockers. Just I'm sorry, just laughing thinking about the scene where Robert De Niro takes too much Viagra and has to get the shot in his dick. But still, man, that's funny.
Man.
Oh man, that's just man, I just laugh every time just thinking about that. So I gotta go with Little Fockers, man.
Yeah, I mean, like Little Fockers is like really where I like go around doing this to everybody, you know, like the little thing I got my eye on. You know, like yeah, I mean, this is the third movie, and still like Robert De Niro, like still like right in character. He still doesn't trust this guy. Like he's still suspicious of him. I mean, he doesn't want them. He doesn't want Ben Stiller dating his daughter. Then he doesn't want him getting married. Now they're having kids. Like he's still not gonna put up with that shit. So yeah, like he's gonna be on him like white on rice. He's just gonna he's gonna be watching him, his every move. And so yeah, like it's great. But yeah, Gone Fishing is actually really underrated. I remember my ex-wife showed me Gone Fishing, and yeah, just like you have Joe Pesci just doing a really fun accent, being like Gus, like we're going fishing, we're going on an adventure, yeah, Gus, yeah. So it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Gone Fishing. I mean, if you haven't seen it, like go check it out because it's a laugh right, like it's good. So yeah. But Matt Munoz, what do you think?
Yeah, you know, Jack talks high. You know what I mean? But everyone knows that Robert De Niro's best comedic performance is Analyze That. So I'm just qualifying Little Fockers off the bat. But the funny thing about Gone Fishing is it's quoted all the time. But people don't know that the quote comes from this movie because they get it confused with Goodfellas. Because he tells them, I'm funny how? I'm a clown, but see, the line comes from this movie. He said, I'm a clownfish. You know?
Yeah.
It just gets cut off. You know, people forget. But yeah, I'm going Gone Fishing.
Yeah,
literally, like if you hang a little sign that says "Gone Fishing" in your house, like you can get sued for that stuff. That comes right from this movie. You
yeah, Joe Pesci and Danny Glover will show up to your house.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
All right, we have a tie, and it goes to me. Yeah, man, these movies are both great. I got to go with another, best of the franchise. I got to go Little Fuckers. So yeah,
that's fair. Yeah,
they got it right. So we got Bubble Boy for Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, look at that bubble. That shirt's funny. Anthony Hopkins with Bad Company. Yeah, him and Chris Rock. So good stuff here. Soda, you got it.
Yeah, I've never seen Bad Company, but Bubble Boy is one of those movies that it's if you're of a certain time period, which I'm a part of, that movie was big. I would have been about 10 years old when that came out. That movie was it's still talked about in certain circles today. So I would go with Bubble Boy. It's one of Jake Gyllenhaal's more underrated movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I've also haven't got around to seeing Bad Company. It sounds interesting, but I've got to go Bubble Boy.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are sleeping on Bad Company, man. I saw this movie in the theater. This movie's awesome. Like Jordan, you would love, Jordan. I know how much you love the Rush Hour movies, but like you would throw that shit in the trash. Like if you saw Bad Company and the chemistry with Anthony Hopkins and Chris Rock, like you'd be like, get that Chris Rock, like Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan shit out of here. Like you just dump your DVDs right in the trash. Like this movie's awesome. You don't need those movies anymore. Go watch Bad Company. It's exciting. Like it's great action. Like Chris Rock, just every line delivers. So I'm gonna give it a Bad Company. You guys are sleeping on this movie. This movie's great.
Yeah, well, I'll throw those movies right in the trash because like Bad Company, that sounds freaking great. And and also after the whole we're talking about the Will Smith slap. I mean, Chris Rock, like he got treated unfairly there. So I mean, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna give him his due with one that I haven't seen, but I did go back and I watched the trailers, and man, like it's just great because you have Sir Anthony Hopkins playing the straight man trying to recruit Chris Rock, and then he just looks like the wacky, just off the wall. He brings all the fun and all the comedy, running around screaming. Yeah.
Well, it's a classic formula with like the crazy black guy and the old white man. Like that's just funny. Like it's always funny. Like that always works. Like and it never fails.
Oh yeah, always. But I mean, Bubble Boy. I mean, like you're talking about one of the best comedies of all time. Just slapstick. I mean, look at Jake Gyllenhaal's hair. I mean, like his hair says it all right.
Yep, very 90s.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then you throw in Danny Trejo in the mix. I mean, that is like
Vern Troyer.
Yeah,
Machete's in this.
Yeah, yeah, like Machete's in that. Vern Troyer. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I'm down for some Bubble Boy. I haven't seen that for a long while, so I am going to go with Bubble Boy.
Yeah, you're probably going to go watch it right after the show, right, Jordan? You got to. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know it, yeah. But Matt.
Yeah. Bubble Boy, it was a good Jake Gyllenhaal vehicle. He got nominated, I think, for Nightcrawler for being so creepy in that role. But where he learned to be creepy was in Bubble Boy. Take a look at that photo right there. You don't want anything to do with this guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's self-evident. But if you want to talk about range and stuff, we have to talk about Anthony Hopkins. He's an all-time. I mean, he got knighted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guy. He's a step above.
I think the Queen saw this movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The Queen saw this movie and was like, "We got to knight this guy."
I believe he was knighted right after this.
It's overdue. Yeah.
I think they were actually. I think the story was they were having one of those like screens with the royal family, and the Queen actually stopped the projector and said, like we got to knight Anthony Hopkins right here.
Yeah. No, that's a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she's not around anymore, so she can't disprove that.
Company. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, Matt Kearns.
So unfortunately, I haven't seen either one of these movies, but like I said, I've heard the story, the real story behind Anthony Hopkins knighting. So I gotta give it back company. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, Hannibal Lecter, oh, The Father, oh, Mission Impossible 2." No way. It's bad company is his best role.
Yeah, he was only in Silence of the Lambs for like 15 minutes. I don't know.
You don't deserve that Oscar. Like that's stupid. Like you should be in a movie way more than that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's dumb. What next is Judi Dench gonna win an Oscar for Shakespeare in Love for 8 minutes?
That's stupid.
That'd be dumb. Stupid Oscars.
No.
All right, we got Nick Cage's top with Left Behind. Speaking of those Christian movies, man, this is one of the best ones, Jordan. So, yeah, Left Behind, and then
Left Behind.
You got Matt Damon with Downsizing. So, yeah, it's good stuff here. Malcolm.
It's kind of tough. Malcolm?
I'm not going to lie. When I saw the poster come up and before the title came up, I was about to say Ant-Man is.
No. This movie's way better than Ant-Man. Are you kidding me? These movies are way better.
But anyway, like Downsizing is it's an interesting movie to say at least, but it's a lot of fun. Like you've got Hog Chow, who was awesome in The Whale and The Menu and all that, is in Downsizing. It's probably her best role, to be honest. But Left Behind is a really good movie, and it's one of those ones that people want to see crazy Nick Cage all the time. So, and Left Behind is definitely crazy Nick Cage. It's probably better than his second best movie, The Wicker Man. So, Left Behind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wicker Man.
Wicker Man's another one. When we do our best remake series, man, the Wicker Man is a heavy favorite to win. So, watch out for that one. But yeah, I mean, when a Christian movie can get like a mainstream A-list guy like Nick Cage and like the production value of that thing and really like cross, over and become like a huge mainstream hit, like that's always a cool thing. And it's a great Nick Cage performance. He's absolutely killing it here. Downsizing is great too. A great movie that has some nice twists and turns, that sticks to the landing, like has a great ending. But I'm gonna go Left Behind. That was really good. Hey.
Yeah. This one's actually tough for me because, man, like I thought I was watching All Timer when they did the Kirk Cameron one of Left Behind, but then they stepped it up a notch and brought in Nick Cage. I mean, like that when Nick Cage saw the Kirk Cameron one, like he requested this role. Like I mean, like he was all over that. Like he wanted to do that movie, and it worked. But downsizing. I mean, the thing that I really love is like you have this weird movie where this guy he gets shrunk down. But then, like, if you keep watching, you just stick with it. But halfway through, it becomes a whole different movie, and it's like a really powerful drama. Like, it's just really cool. Like just really engaging that I think a lot of people are sleeping on. So yeah, like, it's got to be one of Matt Damon's best. I mean, Matt Damon, this is his best. I mean, it's obviously why we picked it. So yeah, let's go down.
Well, I mean, they definitely exploited that concept to the fullest potential here, like for sure. Like it's never been.
Oh yeah.
So Matt, Munoz?
Yeah.
Downsizing is really good, and Matt Damon's gone far in his career, But I want his face off. I'm going Nick Cage. Left Behind.
Yeah. Left Behind.
Yep.
I mean, just imagine if you were left behind. Like, I mean.
I was left behind as a child. I don't know who my real parents are.
Oh man, that'd be terrifying. But Matt Kearns.
Between the delivery of the "I'm going to take its face off" line and that, Matt, blink twice if you need help. Look, I haven't seen.
I have no eyelids.
Oh God. I haven't seen.
Others were left behind.
But you guys had me when you said Christian and Nick Cage.
Yeah,
has to be left behind.
Yeah,
praise the Cage.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these, but I mean, I gotta go with Nick Cage because it's Nick fucking Cage.
Yeah, right. I mean, you literally cannot go wrong with it. No matter what he's in, you cannot go wrong with Nick Cage.
Every one of his movies is like an A-list movie. It's great.
Yeah, you're in some form of entertainment from his movies.
So hey, we got two megastars here: Tom Cruise with Cocktail,
probably the last two movie stars alive.
Yeah, really, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson with the Tooth Fairy. So yeah, I mean,
Box Office Viagra, right here.
Yeah, franchise Viagra. No, I'm up first. Cocktail's a lot of fun. It's Tom Cruise. Like, this proves that he can do anything. I mean, he can play, like a spy. I mean, he can play like an assassin. He can play a bartender. Like, that's range, man. Like, when the way he like committed to flipping those bottles around and everything. Great soundtrack. But like, Dwayne Johnson was born to play the Tooth Fairy. Like, he's like, he's so funny. Like, him just putting those wings on, like, it's guaranteed laughs. Like, it harkens back to the great days of like, Hulk Hogan as Mr. Nanny, like another classic. So really good movie.
Where's that on this list?
It's close. I mean,
Hogan's not a list.
Hogan hasn't made a movie in a while. He would be if he was still making great movies, but he's not.
Mr. Nanny should have won.
Mr. Nanny was fun.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go.
Suburban Commando. Come on.
Yeah.
Nah, Mr. Nanny.
I think Cocktail is great. I mean, that just shows a level of skill that he has. I mean, if you put me in a bar trying to flip those bottles around, you have broken glass everywhere. I mean, I would not be able to handle that. So, yeah, no, thank you. And the Tooth Fairy, I mean, like you put The Rock next to Julie Andrews. I mean, come on, like those two are like a perfect pair right there. I mean, and just like seeing like this big kind of hulking guy. I mean. Speaking of WrestleMania weekend, I mean, but then just having to be the Tooth Fairy and like deliver it to this little girl and like it's a lot of fun. So I mean, as tough as this matchup is, I think I'll just edge it out to the Tooth Fairy.
I just realized that the tagline for the Tooth Fairy is a takeoff of a Tom Cruise movie.
I'm getting that. Right. I am getting that.
Man, here, take it. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to.
No problem. You. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
We did it
Tom
better
Cruise,
though than A Few Good Men.
He'll learn to fly a plane. He'll climb a mountain. He will make you a drink. Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right. But The Rock can do anything he wants. All right. He's the hardest working man in show business probably right now. And Tom Cruise's one of his most famous roles was A Few Good Men, playing the lawyer, and everyone remembers it. I want the truth. Well, Tom Cruise, you can't handle the tooth.
Yeah.
The
Rock wins.
Yeah.
Well, Matt Kearns.
Like I know I'm with a bunch of wrestling fans here, so I'm not surprised. But the love Dwayne Johnson's getting, but like Tom Cruise is the goat. He's the last great movie star, and Cocktail is the top of the heap. And don't forget, we also get we get Elizabeth Shue in this movie, hot off Karate Kid, and I do mean hot off, because you got her and Cruise. And yeah, like I'm pretty certain Tom Cruise still makes cocktails and can flip the bottles and do everything. So it's got to be Cocktail.
Oh yeah.
Soda. Tooth Fairy's fine. I mean, it's early Dwayne Johnson, so you can't really expect much. But Cocktail, actually, surprisingly enough, is got kind of like a minor cult following. I've seen it. I do remember it leaving a very solid impression on a young puberty-going Soda when Elizabeth shoots Waterfall. But also, you can't go wrong with Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take ya.
It's a great soundtrack, yeah.
Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego. Hey, why don't we go down to Kokomo? You know, Beach Boys, can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, every time I hear the Beach Boys, I literally want to have a cocktail. So, and that's what I do. So, yeah, but Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, people say Tom Cruise saved the movie industry through COVID, but Dwayne Johnson just saved the entire DCU. Like he came back until the evil James Gunn sort of ripped them away from everyone's like. But that being said, I think Cocktail is a good movie. But I'm going to root for the underdog. I'm going to go for the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right.
All right.
Tooth Fairy it is.
All right. We're almost there. We got Wagons East with John Candy versus Old Dogs. Yeah, another Robin Williams. Yeah, and some John Travolta. Teaming up. Two big stars. George.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I had a couple of notes about Old Dogs. I rewatched it for this. So yeah, like Old Dogs is awesome because one, it's Bernie Mac's last movie, like literally the last movie that he was in. He was alongside two incredible actors with Robin Williams and John Travolta. And originally, Old Dogs was supposed to be a more edgier R-rated comedy, but they changed that because of the success of that movie Wild Hogs, and they wanted it to have a similar title so it could be along the lines of that movie Wild Hogs, and like it actually worked. Like I literally get those two movies confused, but for good reason because I love Wild Hogs also, So and like Wagons East, like I think that's a great parody movie. I mean, they're literally going the wrong direction. They're like turning around. They're going east. They're not going west. I mean, and there's some great comedy with that, but I mean, I got to give it to Old Dogs. I mean, rest in peace, Robin Williams and Bernie Mac. So, and then also like my favorite scene too is that scene where he gets John Travolta gets injected with the Botox and he has his eyebrow cocked up high and he's trying to eat and the grapes are falling out of his mouth. I mean, that is classic. So I got to go with Old Dogs. Matt Munoz, what do you say?
Yeah, well, the combination of John Travolta and Robin Williams for sure is compelling. John Candy wins for me. R.I.P. John Candy.
Yeah, that's true. Huh.
Yep.
Matt Kearns.
I've never seen Wagons East, but I saw Old Dogs in the theaters, and I really like that movie. R.I.P. Robin Williams. R.I.P. John Travolta's hairline in that movie as well.
Right.
And also Aunt Becky from Full House is John Travolta's love interest in this. So
yeah, she's never done anything wrong. So yeah, she's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, Soda.
So I'm actually going to give this to Wagons East. This is actually the movie John Candy was making when he passed away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Best for last.
Yeah.
Best for last. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I got to give it to that. It's John Candy. there's better Travolta movies and there's better.
Well, we talked about Gotti. We know there's better.
Right, exactly. Better Travolta movies, and there's way better Robin Williams movies. But when it comes to Richard Lewis, there's few and far between. This was one.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you say?
I'm not gonna lie. This is actually my first time ever hearing about Megan's East. I've not really heard of it before now.
You love Richard Lewis. Go see that.
It's okay. You're not from America. This is American history we're talking about. I understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for if it wasn't for Ron Williams sad passing, I think we would have got more collaborations with him and John Travolta because they were so good as a team in Old Dogs, and I think this could have been the start of a really good franchise. So I'm gonna go Old Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have had like older dogs, even older dogs, you know, super old dogs. Like,
yeah,
Old Dogs Never Die.
Prequel, Young Dogs,
Wagons East.
Old Dogs, yeah.
One of the things I love about Wagons East is that John Candy plays the lead, the guy, the navigator for the Donner Party.
Ooh, yeah. That's
like, okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, both these are really great. But Old Dogs is excellent. I mean, just really cutting edge, like, you know, family humor, and you know, both these guys were on a hot streak. You know, you had like Robin Williams with RV and like Be Cool, like the great follow up to Get Shorty, like that's better than Get Shorty with John Travolta. Like, both these guys are just like killing it right now. So I'm gonna go Old Dogs. So.
You remember the scene when they have Seth Green and he gets attacked by another freaking monkey? Speaking of a monkey movie, but by a giant gorilla, and he's like, "I'm all out of love. I'm still lost without you." You're just singing like, "Oh, that's so good."
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
All right, we got R.I.P.D. for Ryan Reynolds and Denzel's John Q. So, all right, Matt Munoz.
Yeah, I'll admit I'm very biased here. I'm over Ryan Reynolds. Just over the guy.
Well,
and John Q.
Over him, you need to go back and watch R.I.P.D. You'll be right back.
Yeah,
in.
You'll be changing your opinion.
Maybe so, but Denzel wins here for me. I mean, he's got to be up here on this list. You know, he's one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure. Matt Kearns.
I once again, sadly, have not seen ever one of these Titan films. John Q or R.I.P.D. I think I gotta give it to the movie that I think is probably superior to Men in Black, which is R.I.P.D.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing what Men in Black couldn't, so you know. But Soda.
So I'm gonna go with R.I.P.D. I've never seen John Q, but I have seen R.I.P.D. and I actually do have a soft spot for movies like this. I do enjoy them because I'm an easy film fan. So you know, I'm going R.I.P.D. Plus, Ryan Reynolds is a Canadian national treasure. Who will be buying the Ottawa Senators, so it should be interesting.
Right, yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I never got around to seeing John Q. I thought I needed. I'm when it came out. I thought I needed to see John's A to P first. But but R.I.P.D. is such a good movie. And it's really did what Men in Black couldn't do. How they would want to recast Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges for the sequel that came out recently, I don't know.
Malcolm, I just have to give you credit. That was a good one.
But I've got my votes going to R.I.P.D.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I got to give it R.I.P.D. just because it does my absolute favorite thing in movies that gets an automatic reprimand every time, which is, the villain, like, shooting the beam in the sky and, like, taking over the world. Like, it does it the best out of all of them, and it's a great, like, I love when they do that in movies. Like, it's so much fun. And, yeah, Jeff Bridges is really showing his range here. So I'm going to go R.I.P.D.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been talking about some great Christian movies on here. So I mean, R.I.P.D. I mean, they're up in heaven. They're two spirits, and they send them back down because they got to handle some business. And yeah, they do a great job. I mean, they have great chemistry, and yeah, like I think that it really works. And like John Q. I mean, like it might be an okay Denzel movie, but I mean he's just rambling about a hospital or something like that. So I'm just gonna go with R.I.P.D. Yeah.
All right, R.I.P.D. And all right, we got 88 minutes with Al Pacino and Speed 2 for Sandra Bullock.
Ooh.
All right. We're almost done. I think this is the second to last one, and then we'll plow through to the finish. So, Matt Kearns.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it. Look, we were talking about Keanu before. Thank God they got rid of him for the sequel to Speed. Best decision they
what a
could have
terrible
made.
actor. Like, well, yeah, get rid of that guy.
Who
Get
likes
Jason
the
Patrick.
character Jack Traven?
No, get Jason Patrick. Get the Lost Boys.
No one. Yeah, Jason Patrick.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Speed
The real
2.
star.
It's everything. They have the better leading man hero. They have the better villain with Willem Dafoe. Everything is superior in Speed 2. It's Speed 2.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all you need to say. So, Soda, what do you say here?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Speed 2. It's one of the greatest sequels ever made. I mean, Keanu Reeves was so upset that he couldn't do the movie because of scheduling conflicts. Like, it's Speed 2, man.
Yeah, he talks about it to this day. He regrets not doing Speed 2 because it was right there for the taking, and he didn't take it. That's on him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I heard they literally took the audition tape for Jason Patrick and then put it side by side with Keanu Reeves and like Keanu Reeves, get out of here. We got a new star here. So yeah. So it worked, but Malcolm.
Yeah, I haven't seen 88 minutes, but I've got to vote for the movie that's got Django Fett in it, which is Speed 2. So I'm going to go Speed 2.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean,
if you're countryman,
Speed 2.
Austin.
What's faster than a cruise ship? I mean, it makes perfect sense for the title. Like, I think it's great. And 88 minutes is good though. It's 88 minutes of pure action bliss. I'll say that. But I love me some Speed 2 Cruise Control. One of Willem Dafoe's best movies too, as the villain. He's really good. So I'll give it to Speed 2.
Yeah, I mean, I still haven't gotten around to 88 minutes, so that's just a blind spot for me. So I got to see that one. But I mean, yeah, Speed 2. I mean, yeah, like it's like you're on the edge of your seat, and like at the end, especially when the boat just goes plowing through all this stuff. When's it gonna stop? When's it gonna stop? And it's like I had my hands over my face like this the whole time. Like, so yeah, I gotta go with Speed 2. Right? Yeah.
Willem Dafoe is the bad guy.
Yeah.
Amen.
And they bring back
So, yeah,
the music guy from the first movie, except now he's on a boat instead of his nice car.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a great callback.
Yep. Well, yeah. Right.
Probably greatest cameo in movies.
Maybe.
Yeah. Matt Munoz. What do you say?
Yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this. Pacino's great, but I love Sandra Bullock, and I'd be torn apart by my friend Brandy if I didn't nominate her. So Speed 2 is going through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got to be Speed 2.
All right, and I believe
Also 88 minutes is very false advertising. The movie is 110 minutes long.
Wow. Oh, that's
Yeah.
horrible. Oh,
Frick.
see? Yeah. All right. So we got, I believe this is for Joaquin Phoenix, The Village, and my Shyamalan a little bit. And we saved the best for last, folks. Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler, who can do no wrong. Oh, man.
Who's actually voting for The Village? We can just make
is anybody
this
voting
easy.
for The Village? We're voting for the masterpiece of Jack and Jill.
Yeah, we can just put it through it. Jack and Jill.
Don Pacino.
Yeah, I mean,
Pacino.
what's better than
Just
one
save
Adam
some time.
Sandler? Two Adam Sandlers. Come on now.
Yeah.
And a Pacino.
And Pacino. Yeah, come on. Great stuff.
And a Dunkachino. I mean,
Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Yeah. Yep.
I like
Classic.
genuinely laugh at
All right.
that.
Yeah.
Now,
And then
guys,
also the scene that follows where he's like, "This must never be seen by anyone," which I just assumed was a real conversation between Al Pacino and Adam Sandler.
Probably, yeah.
All right, guys, don't get too excited yet. We got to find a winner here. Got to find the best movie. So I know this is going to be tough.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go into
It's harder from
overdrive.
here.
Overdrive, 10 seconds or less, guys. I just need you. I know it's going to be tough, but I need your quick votes. You just got to vote one or the other. Which one would you rather put through? So, Soda, movie 43, Superman 4. Superman 4? All right. Malcolm.
Yeah.
Movie 43.
Yeah, I'm going to go movie 43.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Man, these freaking inner brackets stress me out, but let's go with Ballsack Chin for the win. Movie 43.
Yeah.
Matt Munoz.
Balls to the wall, movie 43.
Yeah. Matt Kearns.
Greatest Superman film of all time. Superman for the question.
Oh, I thought you were going to say movie 43.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I say because there's a Superman and Batman in there too, or Batman and Robin, not Superman, but Jason.
Superman does appear in there. I believe it's Jason Bateman.
Oh yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah. All right, movie 43. Nice. We got Collateral Beauty and Taken 3. Malcolm.
Collateral Beauty.
All right, I'm gonna go Taken 3.
Awesome. And I think I'll also go Taken 3. Matt Munoz.
Taken 3.
Yeah. Matt Kearns.
Malcolm, I can't believe you because if you just remove the M from Taken, you have Take 3. Taken.
Yeah. There you go. Soda.
If it can't be T2, it's got to be T3. Taken 3.
Yeah. T3.
Like the superior
right.
T3.
Right.
Yeah.
Geely and
Why
Evan
did they just
Almighty.
call it that?
I'm gonna go Geely on this one. Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, it's close, but I mean, I just like how they did basically the Santa Claus over again but then add a cool Bible story to it. So let's go Evan Almighty. Yeah. Matt Munoz.
Yeah, earlier I said I love animals, but I love love. I'm picking Geely.
Yeah. Who doesn't love love? Kearns?
Ben Affleck's best performance, Geely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The asshole from
Where's
Fashionable Mail?
Yeah. Where's JPO when you need him to vote for his boy Ben Affleck? Soda?
Cinematic masterpiece, Geely.
Yeah.
There's all testosterone.
Yeah.
He's a walking hard on.
Geely.
Geely.
Yeah.
All right. Heavy favorite.
Geely.
Oh, I screwed up
Is
there.
it so good? Did it just disappear?
It disappeared. It's so good.
It's too good for our
Screwed up.
eyes.
It's too good. We can't.
All right. We got Mordecai and Highlander 2. Jordan.
Ooh. Wait, who's first, did you say?
Jordan.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this one's kind of tough, but I think I gotta go with Mordecai. I mean, I just love the look that Johnny Depp decided to go with for that, that little pencil mustache, it works. So Mordecai. Matt Munoz.
There could be only one Highlander 2.
Yeah. Kearns.
There can be only one, and that one was number 2.
Yep. Soda.
Highlander 2.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Mordecai.
Yeah. Austin.
Highlander 2.
Yeah.
What? What's that?
It's the sound of perfection.
Descended the police. Right there.
We got
who's
the Mummy, and The Terror. Matt Munoz.
Oh.
The Mummy.
Yeah. Kearns.
The Mummy.
Yeah. Soda.
The Mummy.
Yeah. Malcolm.
The Mummy.
Okay, yeah.
Best Mummy movie. Mummy 2017.
Yeah.
They finally got it right, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Finally, after all these years, I mean, what's more?
Yeah, I mean, and Boris Karloff was even in the original one, and that one's garbage.
I'm
compared
talking
to,
going
know,
all the way back to the Egyptian.
Yeah, the garbage Boris Karloff one. The garbage.
Yeah.
The Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee one. And then we got
trash.
we had the Stomach 3 Brendan Fraser ones.
And yeah,
Then we got the right one.
Yeah,
The original Boris
those.
Karloff mummy is quite literally a ripoff of Dracula, right down to the same actors, same plot. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm just voting for the Mummy because of Sophia Boutella. I mean, that's the star in my eyes. So yeah,
Yeah.
True.
All right, Daddy's Home 2 and Exodus. Matt Kearns.
Oh, two religious movies going up against each other, but
yeah,
it's got to be Mel. You know what? No, I gotta give it up to Christian Bale. It's Exodus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gods Among Us.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Daddy's Home 2.
Yeah.
My most recent
awesome.
favorite Christmas movie, Daddy's Home 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, but yeah, let's give it to Daddy's Home 2. Yeah, let's do it. Matt Munoz?
Yeah, I opened up earlier about being abandoned as a child, and you know, I have daddy issues, so daddy's too.
I think that's gonna be the title of the third one.
That was
Yeah, daddy issues. Yeah.
Patch Adams and Kangaroo Jack.
Maybe the new title of this tournament, Daddy Issues. Yeah, soda.
Patch Adams.
Or like Maddie Issues.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Maddie.
Patch Adams.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh man. Wait, yeah, Malcolm.
Patch Adams.
Yeah,
awesome.
Patch Adams.
I'm gonna go Kangaroo Jack. I mean that sound that Matt Munoz made says it all about that diarrhea scene. So let's go.
Well, yeah,
Kangaroo
I mean,
Jack.
I'm sorry, I have terrible IBS. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Matt?
Yeah, no, Robin Williams is going through. Patch Adams.
Yeah. Kearns.
The perfection of Australian cinema, Kangaroo Jack.
Well, Crocodile Dundee would like to have a word with you.
I prefer Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles. I mean, screw that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's where he was in his element.
Yeah. It's a
I
fish
prefer
out
the
of water,
Crocodile
fish out of water.
Hunter collision course. I mean, come on.
Cheaper by the Dozen 2 and Batman and Robin. Malcolm?
Justice for Life of Mikey, cheaper by the dozen 2.
Yeah. You know, I'm rocking that the soundtrack from Life with Mikey in my earbuds right now. So Austin?
Batman and Robin. Excuse me.
Wait, what'd you say? Oh, Batman Robin. Okay. I was like,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cheaper by the Dozen 2. I do it for my boy Ben Rayner because of Tom Welling. So yeah, let's Cheaper by the Dozen 2. Matt Munoz.
Arnold's best one-liner since Commando, Batman and Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which one? I mean, they're all great.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Batman and Robin.
Yeah. Yeah. Soda.
Again, it comes down to rewatchability, Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Batman and Robin, nice. All right, let's get the other side. Find out the rest of our Sweet 16 here. We're almost plowing through to finish here.
Yeah.
So matchups coming. We got Stop for My Mom Will Shoot and Robin Hood. All right. Man, I gotta go Robin Hood. Great movie.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta go Robin Hood for just the Shakespearean moments. I mean, they're so good, and that's exactly what you want in a Robin Hood movie. So I'll go with Robin Hood. Matt Munoz.
Thank you for being a friend. Stop or my mom will shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Sophia. Kearns.
I hate that I wasted so many years watching The Adventures of Robin Hood and Robin Hood Prince of Thieves when I could have been watching Robin Hood. Hood.
Yeah, I think we're so many years watching Robin Hood when you could have been watching Robin Hood. Yeah. Soda?
Stop or my mom will shoot.
Yeah.
I want a 4K release of that movie. Criterion.
We need it.
It's coming. Yeah, it's coming.
When are they going to do that? Yeah. Malcolm?
I kind of want the finale to be Batman versus Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Robin Hood.
It would be cool.
All right, Robin Hood.
That would actually be fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotti versus End of Days. Jordan.
Ooh. I just think Gotti had the better makeup, so I'm going to go with that. So Gotti. Matt Munoz.
Hail Satan. End of Days.
Yeah. Kearns.
I know I have to go against, like I said, the Easter tradition in my family, but the chilling performance of Gotti.
Yeah. Soda.
Gotti.
Yep. Malcolm.
As Arnold Schwarzenegger will go, Gotti.
Yeah. Gotti. Yeah. Austin.
I got to go with the performance that's scarier than Satan. Gotti. So,
yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
That's
Let's
my
go.
dreams.
Norbit versus Doolittle. Oh man, this is tough. Damn. This is gonna be really tough. Matt Munoz.
Norbit.
Yeah. Kearns.
Doolittle.
Yeah. Soda.
Norbit.
Malcolm.
Norbit's already won a tournament, so Doolittle.
Yeah.
For good reason.
I like that movie.
But yeah, I'll go Doolittle.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, Doolittle.
Yeah. Let's go with the monkeys. Let's go with Doolittle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Doolittle. The Invasion versus Aeon Flux. Matt Kearns.
The Invasion.
Yeah. Soda.
Yeah. Soda.
Aeon Flux.
Yeah. Malcolm.
The Invasion.
Yeah. I'm awesome.
My favorite Body Snatchers movie, The Invasion.
Yeah, they can snatch me up anytime. The Invasion. Matt Munoz.
Aeon Flux is far and away a better movie.
I don't know about Far and Away. The Invasion's pretty damn good.
Well, she was in a movie called Far and Away.
I actually like Far and Away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, got Little Fuckers and Bubble Boy. Soda.
Man.
Little Fockers.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Malcolm.
This is tough. I've got to go Little Foggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Austin.
Robert De Niro's funniest movie, Little Fuckers.
Well, let's take the little Fockers and stick them right in a bubble. We'll go Bubble Boy. Munoz.
Yeah. I mean, Gyllenhaal doesn't get any love. De Niro, he's out the door. Bubble Boy.
Not in this movie. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
still on top of his game.
Yeah.
But Kearns.
Well,
Bubble
Kearns.
Boy.
Bubble Boy. Okay, we have a tie to Jordan.
Good time.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's go with Bubble Boy. Let's do it.
There we go.
Boy,
Justice for
right.
Jake.
Yeah.
I mean, I was
All
tempted
right.
to show up with that exact haircut tonight. So,
Left Behind versus the Tooth Fairy, Malcolm.
I've got to go to Fury.
Okay.
yeah. I'm awesome.
I love a good Christian movie, Left Behind.
Yeah, like I'm all about those Christian movies. Let's go Left Behind. Munoz.
I'm missing a ton of teeth, so I got to go with the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, sure. Kearns.
Left Behind.
All right.
Mm.
And Soda.
And Soda.
Left Behind. All right. A little Nick
Left
Cage in there. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. And we got Old Dogs and R.I.P.D. Me first. I'm going to go R.I.P.D.
I gotta go with Old Dogs. Got another giant monkey in it. Let's do it. Old Dogs. Munoz.
Old Dogs.
Yeah.
R.I.P.D.
Yeah. Soda.
Ripidipidid.
Ripped.
Yeah. Ripidipidid. Yeah. Malcolm.
R.I.P.D.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for the animated version. Old Dogs Go to Heaven. I'm waiting on that.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Do
that
it,
seems
make
a
it
little
happen.
messed up.
Yeah,
Speed 2 versus Jack and Jill. Jordan.
Ooh, I mean,
I know you're an Adam Sandler guy, Jordan.
yeah, I'm a
You know?
I'm a big time Adam Sandler guy, and I mean, yeah, like give me all the Sandler you got, Jack and Jill. Munoz.
Go back to your home for Brandy. Speed 2.
Oh yeah. Current.
Send all my chocolate blend, Jack and Jill.
Yep. I'm Soda.
Yeah, Adam Sandler for the win, man. Jack and Jill.
Yeah,
It's tough to beat.
Malcolm.
Look, you know me. I think Billy Madison is Adam Sandler's better movie. But I'm going to go Speed 2.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you could think that, Malcolm, but you'd be wrong.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
You would
Billy
be
Madison
dead
is
wrong.
great, and so is Happy Gilmore. But again, you get double the Sandler in this movie and double the voices. Jack and Jill for the win. Yeah. I mean, there you go. All right. So let's
Yep.
get to the other side here. This will determine our Elite Eight. Here. All right, we got movie 43 and Taken 3. 43, Taken 3. All right, Munoz.
Hey, bigger's better. Movie 43.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Currents.
Kearns?
Yeah, bigger is better, and Liam Neeson is bigger than everybody in movie 43.
Yeah.
So taking
Soda.
Oh, movie 43.
Malcolm?
Yeah. Malcolm?
Movie 43.
Just Malcolm could just turn his mic off every time movie 43 comes
All
up.
right, same with me because I think it's a perfect
Yeah.
movie. Movie 43. It's a perfect comedy anthology. Perfect movie 43. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
It's what
It's
every
pretty
comedy
great. Let's go with
aspires
movie
to be.
43. Yeah.
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 All right, movie 43 into the Elite Eight. All right.
43.
Geely and Highlander 2. Kearns.
It's got to be Geely.
Yep. Soda.
Geely as well for me.
I'm sorry, Soda. What did you
Yeah.
say? I missed that.
Malcolm?
Geely. Okay. Yeah.
It's turkey time, gobble gobble, Geely.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Gobble gobble. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, a little too much action in Highlander too. Let's go with Geely. Munoz.
I agree, Jordan. I'm a lover, not a fighter. So Geely.
All right.
For some love.
All right, and we got The Mummy and Daddy's Home 2.
Yeah.
Soda.
The Mummy.
Mummy. Malcolm.
Yeah.
The Mummy is just
Malcolm.
peak cinema. The Mummy is just peak cinema, so Mummy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've said it over and over again.
Awesome.
Best Mummy movie ever. The Mummy.
Yeah, let's go with the Mummy. Yeah. Munoz?
Tom Cruise will outlive us all. The Mummy.
Yeah. And Kearns.
And the movie's so good they didn't even bother continuing the universe. The Mummy.
Well, they knew they weren't going to top
Yeah,
Yeah.
They realized
he was
they're like,
above the whole universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Patch Adams, Batman and Robin, Malcolm.
Don't do it, Malcolm. Don't do it.
I've got to go Patch Adams.
He chose wisely.
Yeah. I'm Austin.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah. Just for like one of the most historically accurate movies, I got to go Patch Adams.
Yeah.
Munoz?
Oh, Captain, my Captain, Patch Adams.
Yeah. It's a great line from that movie. Yeah. Kearns?
It was in Patch Adams.
oh, why don't you guys just start with this Patch Adam bullshit and just freeze over with the Batman and Robin?
Yep.
Soda.
And Soda.
Yeah, I was just gonna go with Batman and Robin. One of the best superhero movies ever. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Well, with that, we got a tie, and it goes to Munoz back down at the bottom.
Oh, I love you, Robert Williams. Patch Adams is going through.
All right.
This is so funny with the Robin Williams. This is bullshit.
All right.
Right.
All right. Up here on the other side, we got Robin Williams, Robin Hood, and Gotti.
That would have
Too
been a
much
different
Robin
movie.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So that other matchup, that was the first half of our Elite Eight, right? Is that what?
Yeah, I believe so.
We're at? Yeah. So we'll have a poll to see if everyone agrees with our
these are the
best movies for these actors. We run the Schmoen on Friends and Family group over on Facebook, so we'll have the poll there with the top 8 movies. So yeah.
But I'm up first for this one, and man, I got to go Gotti, man. That movie's just epic.
Gotti versus Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
Oh man, yeah. Let's go Gotti. Munoz.
Yeah, Gotti. Gotta be Gotti.
Yeah. Gotta be. Kearns.
I think Gotti could take this whole thing. It's Gotti.
Yeah, good.
It's gotta be Gotti.
It's an epic biopic.
Soda.
Gotti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to imagine the Robin Williams biopic with him being played by Russell Crowe. but I've got to go Gotti.
There'd be a lot more fighting in Robin Williams' story.
Yeah.
A lot more of him picking fights with people.
Got Doolittle and The Invasion, Jordan.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll stick with monkeys. Let's go with Doolittle. Munoz.
Yep, monkeys for the win. Doolittle.
Yeah. Kearns.
It might Doolittle against Gotti next round, but Doolittle.
Wow. Punch.
Yeah. Soda.
100.
Doolittle.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Doolittle.
Doolittle's gonna, age like fine wine. It's gonna be great. So
Doolittle.
Doolittle. All right. We got Bubble Boy and Left Behind. Matt Munoz.
Ooh.
Left Behind.
Yeah.
Kearns.
Left Behind.
Yeah. Soda.
Bubble Boy.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I think Bubble Boy should be left behind, so Left Behind should move on to Left Behind.
Yeah.
Say Left Behind one more time.
Yeah.
Should be. Yeah.
Yeah. Left Behind. Left Behind for me. Yeah. Not only best Christian movie, but best Nick Cage movie. Easily.
Yeah. Well, at this point, we've seen another Left Behind. Let's go with Bubble Boy. I mean, the only time I've seen Bubble Boy is in Seinfeld, but we'll go with Bubble Boy.
Yeah. Left Behind. And down here we have R.I.P.D. and Jack and Jill.
Oh, this is easy, right?
Yeah.
That
All right.
It's Jack and Jill.
Yeah. Soda.
There's a reason Adam Sandler won the Mark Twain Award for humor. Jack and Jill.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the Mark Twain Awards, go watch that. That is one of the most entertaining.
Oh God, yeah. Rob Schneider was
So
hilarious with his song.
Super
Chris
Semi,
Chris Rock took a very funny joke at a poke at Will Smith at the beginning that I don't know how many people caught. Just great stuff overall. And then there's also a video from the night before of Dana Carvey, Judd Apatow, Rob Schneider, and
Super Semi.
And there was another guy who's I'm blanking on. They all sang Lunch Lady Land.
Yeah. Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Joe, man.
Steve Buscemi. That's who it was.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I think our good friend of the channel, Michael Wolfman, will be disappointed if Jack and Jill doesn't move on because I believe it's in his top 128 movies of all time. So Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not there yet, but it's right on the border. So it'll probably be in the wheel of movies tournament, Jordan. So it'll be in contention. Jack and Jill.
Yeah, I mean Jack and Jill went up that hill. Let's go, Jack and Jill. Munoz.
Yeah, he's a titan in the industry for a reason. Jack and Jill.
For this movie, really. That's the reason.
Oh yeah.
All right. On the other side, we've got movie 43 and Geely. All right. Soda.
Again, I got to go with Geely.
Geely, okay.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, it's really tough, but I've got to go movie 43 just by here.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I've damn near worn out that movie 43 DVD. Movie 43.
Well, I got to go with the movie that saved Ben Affleck's career. I got to go with Geely because man, his career was in the toilet before this one came out. So yeah. Munoz.
Yeah, there are very few perfect movies out there, but movie 43 is one of them. It's going through.
Yeah. And Kearns.
For Malcolm, movie 43.
All right, movie 43 in the final four, as it should be. All right, I got The Mummy and Patch Adams.
Yeah.
And Malcolm.
I've got to go Patch Adams.
Yeah. Austin.
The Mummy.
Yeah, let's go with The Mummy. Yeah. Munoz.
Patch Adams.
Yeah. And Kearns.
The Mummy.
Yep. Close here.
Soda.
This is actually tough.
Yeah.
Patch Adams. Why should I like Carol Channing? I'll never.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Patch Adams.
Hey everybody, it's Carol Channing.
Well, with that, we've got a tie to Matt Kearns.
Yeah.
The Mummy.
Spartacus.
All right. It's gonna be The Mummy in the final.
Mummy.
Okay.
Mummy. Mama.
We've got Gotti versus Doolittle. Me first. Let's go Gotti. Epic mob movie. Yeah.
Shoot. Yeah, you can't vote for monkeys every time. Let's go Gotti. Munoz.
Gotti.
Yeah. Kearns.
The movie Coppola tried to make 3 separate times. Gotti.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason that dude quit movies and just started making wine because he just, he made a bunch of crap.
True.
Yeah.
Go be into wine field.
Now he's gonna drink his life away. Yeah.
I mean, just being miserable. Yeah.
I can't remember the last good movie that guy did. So yeah. Soda.
Yeah, I got to go with Gotti again for that Twitter feud.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it transcends performances and shit.
That's right.
It makes you learn things about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Steven Shepard, he said, "Hey, I actually do like both these." Yeah, we all do. They're great.
We all
I like
do.
you, Steven.
So yeah.
That's why we're voting on these. That's why they're in the Elite Eight. I mean, we like all these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a
Not
mystery,
neat.
Malcolm.
The Elite Eight for nothing.
But yeah. But I'm going to go Garty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, look at that face. He's just going to scowl us right into the final
Into
four
the
right
final
there, man.
four,
If
yeah.
we don't, he's going to come after us. Yeah. We got Left Behind and Jack and Jill. Jordan.
Ooh. I mean, you know, I'm a Sandler guy all day, every day, and like I'm going for the female because he played a female in this. So yeah, let's go Jack and Jill. Munoz.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone could get the female perspective right, it's Adam Sandler, Jack and Jill.
Yeah, he totally.
Yeah. Kearns.
I'm actually going Left Behind.
Yeah.
Be the outlier. Why, Matt?
Yeah. Yeah. Why you got to do
Nick
us like
Cage
that?
and Christianity.
Just do the Arnold
Yeah.
voice, please.
Okay, I quite like Nick Cage. He's quite
Thank you.
fantastic in that movie.
Yeah. Soda. What do you think?
It's got to be Jack and Jill, man. I can't go against my boy Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I heard Nick Cage and Arnold wanted to do a Leave Behind an End of Days crossover movie, but the studios just wouldn't let them.
Yes, it was quite upsetting. We tried to get it made, but the studios was all like, no, and I was like, yes, but they were like, no.
No. Yeah.
Like 9.
Yeah. No.
Anyway, I'm going to go Left Behind.
Nah,
right,
I
awesome.
had to go with the guy that's never made a bad comedy, Adam Sandler, Jack and Jill.
Yeah. He's never made a bad comedy.
He's batting 1,000, man. You know, he needs to quit doing this bullshit with these dramas and just get back to good comedy.
I mean, he wanted to put the
Yeah,
ridiculous
get serious
sticks on
about your
on the
work,
screen.
you
What
know?
are you doing,
He
bro?
wanted
Like,
to.
you're not a dramatic guy. We want to see your comedy, dude. Like, come on. now.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. It's like
You're
FPTA.
stupid, like you're so
who is that?
you're so like obsessed with basketball. Like, just get back to like making voices. Like, that's what we want to see.
Yeah.
Like, anyways, Matt Munoz is up first for movie 43 versus The Mummy for a chance to get in the finals.
Yeah, I mean, I love crotch shots. Movie 43.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kearns.
The Mummy.
Yep. Soda.
Movie 43. Can't beat ensembles.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm going to go movie 43.
Yeah. Austin.
You know me, movie 43.
Yeah. Ballsack Chin Forever with Hugh Jackman. Movie 43.
All right, nice. Hey, man, there's shitload of A-listers in that movie, so I think it's kind of appropriate for this tournament, man. Just everyone cranking out good stuff. So over on the other side, Gotti and Jack and Jill. This one could be tough. Matt Kearns.
Guys, it's Gotti. I know you got your Adam Sandler love, but like it's genuinely Gotti.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough.
Let's see.
Soda.
Jack and Jill.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I'm going to go for the movie that rhymes with 43, and that's Gotti.
Oh, okay. Austin.
Man, I'm just a sucker for great comedy, man. Like, I love a good mob movie, man, but I want to laugh, man. I watched Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill.
Yeah. This is the movie I saw not once, but 2 times in theaters. So I went back for more. So Jack and Jill. Munoz.
I mean, I'm so afraid to not say Gotti, that poster. I have to change my shorts.
Scowling at you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, Adam Sandler as a woman, I mean, come on. That'll melt anyone's heart.
Yeah.
Jack and Jill.
It'll melt. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got two.
I can't. This is bullshit. This.
Yep.
I can't even.
No. I mean, I don't know what's bullshit about having the 2 best comedies of the 2010s.
Yeah.
I guess, but it's just Gotti. It's just like
This is
it's
Hollywood
beyond-
versus Adam Sandler,
Well,
basically.
It's insane.
Literally.
and also I got to do it because Adam Sandler's in the finals. You know, I got the Adam Sandler clips for days.
Social Studies Division, this is going to be tough.
I know.
I mean, all right. So finals, here we go. Soda, you're up first. Movie 43, Jack and Jill. What's the greatest comedy ever made? Basically, I mean,
you know what it is.
Thanks. Thanks, jackass. Jack and Jill.
All right. Not trying to influence anyone. No.
Yeah.
Not by any means. All right, who's first, you say?
Soda went first with Jack and Jill. So Malcolm.
Okay, Jack and Jill. All right, Malcolm.
Movie 43.
Austin.
Yeah, get in there, brother, and cut off his balls. Movie 43.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is some like classic lines right there. I mean, yeah. Man. I mean, I never thought that I wanted to see what's his face? The Leprechaun announced space and
Gerard
all that.
Butler.
Yeah, Gerard Butler. I mean, but I mean, yeah, I saw it, and yeah, I did want it. So, but even so, I'm just an Adam Sandler guy at heart. So Jack and Jill. Munoz.
Yeah. God, I'm so torn.
It's tough.
Yeah. I'm doing this for dramatic effect. No,
Yeah.
no, okay. It's movie
Do it.
43. I'm sorry. Adam Sandler, you're cool as shit, but you ain't fucking everybody. So, movie 43.
Yeah. Kearns.
Justice for Gotti, movie 43.
Oh, and that'll do it. Movie 43 wins.
Oh
the
no.
Didn't? That's a great movie. It's a movie full of A-listers all doing great
Blow
work.
it. No.
It's perfect for this tournament. Yeah, movie.
Oh yeah,
43
yeah. Like it's
is
full of
thing.
A-listers. I mean, yeah. I mean,
It's
we
kind
should
of
even
appropriate
like
for the tournament. I mean, it might have 64 A-listers in that movie. Like if you counted them all up.
Yeah, I mean, you could go for forever with like Hugh Jackman, Kate Winslet, Emma Stone, Halle Berry. I mean, Gerard Butler. Yeah, and it just goes on and on and on. Yeah. So cool. All right, guys. That was a fun time. So we got to a great movie. So now no one can ever dispute us that movie 43 is a great movie. Don't ever dispute that. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's enough to win this tournament.
So it won this bracket.
So,
And
yeah.
there's only one thing left to do to wrap this thing up. 3, 2, 1.
April Fools.
Wait, what?
I mean,
well, that's what me and Malcolm were saying because we legit like.
Oh, Matt Kearns, you weren't in on it. That this was a
Wait,
joke.
you guys don't actually like Gotti?
Hey, my love for, like I said, my love for Something My Mom Will Shoot is legit.
Hey, Kurtz, I like it just for all the wrong reasons.
I gotta be honest with you guys. Me and my dad really loves Patch Adams. That's why I was wondering against it, because I'm like, I grew up watching that movie with Dad. He loved that movie, so I was like,
it's so
schmaltzy. And I actually watch Daddy's Home too every Christmas. I love that movie.
Do you
I don't
really?
care if it's stupid. Yeah, I don't care if it's dumb.
I'm actually a fan of Wagons East
Fun
too. I'll
dumb.
defend that one.
Jordan's family watches Christmas with the Cranks every goddamn year.
I know, yeah. Every
It's
Christmas,
horrible.
and I have to promptly excuse myself in the room every time. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that was
Oh,
a fun
you have
time.
IBS
so-
too?
Yeah. You know it, yeah. But yeah, if you didn't catch on like halfway through the first round, I mean, you're right. Yeah.
Like a doctor.
Immediately.
Talking nice about Gotti. If you didn't clue in.
Yeah, right. But yeah, this was fun. Like we like to come up with something on April Fool's. So yeah, it was a good time. So yeah, I guess there's nothing left to do but do some plugs, and
I'm just so happy when we get to our 128 previous winners tournament. Movie 43 is going to be the tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be in there. Yep, because we hit 200 episodes. We're going to do a massive 3-part series
going to be in there
128
with Norbit, because
tournament
Norbit
winners.
won a bad movie tournament also. So it's going to be in there.
Yeah, it did. Yep. Yep. So, but we'll start with Matt Munoz. Where can we find you?
You can find me. My channel is the same name as me, Matt Munoz, but my show is called Talking Smack with Matt, and I got the morning show called Bacon. And then I'm also on the Let's Get Ready Network. You can find me there, and my handle on Instagram and Twitter is Matt Munoz177.
Cool. Sounds good. And then Matt Kearns. Where can we find
you guys can find me on Twitter at Kearns_Matthew, Matt Movies 611 on YouTube, and also on Take Free Productions, where I do a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we'll check it out. And Matt Mageau, where can we find you?
You can find me over on the Northern Entertainment Group. My personal Instagram and Twitter at soda_the_Saxman. And just pay attention to my Twitter probably in about a month. There'll be something pretty cool happening that I've been wanting to do for a long time. So keep an eye out.
Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, we definitely will. So
kidnap Sylvester Stallone and hold him hostage.
And that
the live stream will be on his Twitter.
We're all Matts tonight. Yeah.
It'll be like when they get Ben Stiller to reenact all those old movies in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, where can I find you?
You can find me on Take For Your Productions, where I host Rankin, which is usually every Sunday, but because of WrestleMania, it's going to be Thursday this week. And the topic's going to be top 12 videos we think should be made into movies. It should be a really fun topic. I also host Gotham. It's kind of on a hiatus at the moment. I'll probably get back into it about a little bit of time. Haven't decided when it's coming back yet. And you can find me hosting trivia matches over on Full Metal. This week, on April the 4th, we've got a match called Inner Feasting, which is all about food and geek-related movies. And then coming up on Friday is going to be a Final Destination match. So 2 great matches coming up this week.
Nice. Sounds good. And Austin, where can we find you?
I'm mostly just on here, Movie Hero Network. Do a lot of movie battleground matches, so you can check those out. And and if you want to tie the winner into something previous, Malcolm and I on last year's rank around April Fools, we pulled a swerve and legitimately ranked the movie 43 segments. So because we both like that movie, so you can see us actually ranking those segments. You go back in the archives.
Are there 43 segments? I've never made it through the whole movie.
No, not there's like
I've never seen it because I don't want to.
No, there's I think there's like a 14 or 15 if you include the after.
I stopped about
20
minutes in,
something like that. So I legitimately think the Gerard Butler Leprechaun thing is pretty fucking funny. Like, I think it's pretty damn funny.
I've only ever seen Nostalgia Curse review of that movie.
Yeah.
I can't say they've made a good parody movie in a really long time. I think for me the last good one was Scary Movie 2.
They're doing all right with History of the World Part 2 on.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
So yeah. It's decent.
I didn't like it.
I thought it was decent. I'm not saying it was great, but yeah. I'll just.
So we gotta go. Go ahead and go, man.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think you guys had a lot of fun.
If anybody's gotta go, we're just doing plugs. We're just wrapping up. So if you gotta go,
get
out of here.
Cool. Thank you guys.
Thanks again.
Thanks everybody for playing along and having a little fun.
For indulging us for this April Fool's Day.
Yeah, we appreciate
it. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Yeah, there you go. Nice, one of my favorite movies. So, I'll just do some quick ones. So, we do trivia on this channel. So, it's called the Seen and Heard Movie Trivia, where we have clips from movies and clips from movie scores and soundtracks. And if you would like to play, we have a few spots open. Just let me know. We'll be doing another one in about 2 weeks from now, roughly. So, I just gotta put that together. We usually shoot for about 2 a month. I got to go look. I'm going to do it after this episode, but why our last episode got blocked? Because there is definitely some copyrighted material. So if we have to, we do have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/movie hero. We'll move it over there where it's only going to cost $1. That's the cheapest I can possibly make it over there. It'll just be over there for copyright reasons. And on our Patreon, we also do exclusive podcast episodes. We did a superhero draft recently with Moose Haas from the Schmodown, so that was fun. We're going to be doing a couple episodes coming up. We have a podcast going to be all about our pet peeves. We're just going to have a complaint session and talk about all of our biggest pet peeves. So that'll be fun.
It's like the George Carlin album, Complaints and Grievances. We're just going right to the complaint department of shit we don't like.
Yeah, right.
It's a whole.
We went to what grinds my gears.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
shouldn't
right,
you
yeah.
be doing that around Festivus?
Yeah, maybe so.
The airing of grievances, yes.
Yeah, the airing of grievances. Yeah, but yeah, we'll be doing that, and then we also have a comedy movie draft that's coming up too. So if you follow all of our social
Jack
media,
and Jill, movie 43.
yeah, we'll keep you up to date on all those. Just follow us at Movie Hero 2121 on Twitter and Instagram, and then the Schmodown Friends and Family group on Facebook, where you'll find the poll with our Elite Eight, probably roughly about 24 hours or so from now. So you can find that. And then I'll just give you the next week or two of tournament fights and tier rank we have coming up. So we'll be doing Malcolm Lay's top 128 championship. That's coming up Tuesday. And prepare yourself, Malcolm. I got the deep fakes ready, and some of them actually look pretty good. They're pretty funny. So yeah, you'll see. Just tune into that if you want to see Malcolm deep faked into a bunch of movie posters. But
Jordan, did you actually rewatch the Godfather 1 and 2, or did you get around to it?
I rewatched Godfather 1, but I haven't gotten to 2, but there's still time. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
we'll see. Yeah, because I'm famously known that I didn't love the Godfather movies when I first watched them, but I didn't sit down and give them a proper watch. I was watching them while I was multitasking and other things, so I want to sit down and really focus. So I'm trying to do that, but and then also we'll be doing a Matt Damon versus Ben Affleck for the movie Air, and we're going we got that one, and then we're doing a couple other unique episodes because we're going to do a birthday episode for both Malcolm and also our other partner in the channel, Jacob Barber. Jacob Barber is going to do a half bracket 32 of the favorite movie from every year he's been alive, and then Malcolm, we're going to do one. It's going to be the tournament of 64 New Zealand actors, and Malcolm swears we're going to be able to recognize most of them. We'll see. So, yeah. And then we also have Best Movie Teams and Best Movie Duos Part 2, because that's a 3-part series we've been doing. So that's just a quick preview of what's coming up. So yeah, but this has been a fun time. I'm kind of curious to go look and see what kind of April Fool's stuff popped up out there. Because I posted one where Disney was announcing a live-action Nightmare Before Christmas with Johnny Depp returning. That was a.
Did you guys see the Dave Bautista Netflix comedy special?
Hilarious.
What was that?
Fantastic.
Basically, it's Batista doing a stand-up special, but it's not funny at all.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
And then at the end, he just beats the shit out of a guy.
I love Batista. The guy is.
Yeah, I mean, one that came up in New Zealand, KFC put up a thing going that we're bringing out a new product called KFNC, which is Kentucky Fried Fish and Chips.
Ooh. Oh, there you go. Right. I would at least try that if it came out.
I like KFC and I like fish and chips, so I'd legit try that.
Yeah.
But it's one of those ones over the years, especially with some of the KFC C's and McDonald's ones that they've done over here, some of them are it sounds so good they really want them.
Yeah.
McDonald's one was they were introducing doing a small tomato sauce sized packet of soft serve so you can dip your chips into it, because apparently people like doing that.
Oh,
do you guys remember the John Stamos Netflix feud that one year they did for April Fool's Day? And he took over Netflix.
Oh yeah.
And it was just all your things. It was just high school movies because John Stamos went to high school. These are comedies that John Stamos thinks are funny.
Yeah. You guys ever see the one where they took Pornhub and they turned it into Cornhub? Just a bunch of people seductively eating corn on the cob and
well, you already have
corn.
Just go watch Troll 2.
Yeah, but yeah, that'll do it for us tonight, though. So yeah, April Fools, everyone! Happy April Fools! So yeah, for Matt Kern, for Matt Mageau, for Matt Munoz, for every other Matt out there, for Malcolm Lay, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.